Hey, good afternoon, people in the States. Good morning to people in the Philippines. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? So, New Year's is here. It's time to get things started. I'm gonna get into this topic today because I've been watching a lot of videos of people. What's going on, Robert White? How you doing? How you doing, Robert White? Uh, I'm watching a lot of videos of people, saying they want to leave. And I want to talk about it. I'm not trying to bash anybody that wants to leave the Philippines, but what's going on? Hey, man, how are you? How you doing, brother? Like I said again, I'm not trying to bash anyone. I still want to talk about it though, because but I'm gonna wait for more of you guys to get in. Justin Malay saying good morning. What's going on, JL Mark? How you doing? How you doing? I know right now I should be catching some of you guys that are even over in California. That's why I said, you know what? Let me wait, go live for at least an hour, hour and a half. That's about as much as I'm gonna do. And already got K over here sleeping. Actually, I need to find my charger. 1 second, guys. But thank you guys for meeting with me today. Thank you guys for joining here. Let me just find my charger. Where's my laptop bag at? In what pocket? I don't know where the laptop bag is. It's on the sofa. Where? Oh yeah, it's there. There we go. There we go. What you said? I need something from you. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just getting things together. Here, get this phone charge out the way. Coming right back. Coming right back. Woo! But guys, it's been a action-packed week. Actually, action-packed. It's been an action-packed week in K's hometown. So yeah, what's going on, Gina Bassa? How you doing? Hello from California. And like I said, I was just saying that Gina Bassa. Now I can catch people like you in California. That's why today I said let me go a little late. Dante Ellis, how you doing? Uh, Denny Morgan, Frozen here in California. Frozen. I'm not confused with what you mean. I'm not sure if you meant the video or you're frozen. I don't know if you mean you're stuck there, but I kind of understand, but still, not for a person like me, not for a guy. That's why I made the title of the video. Will only visit the PI. I can't live there. So many issues now with the corruption and incompetence. So that's what I feel. But if anyone happy there, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. It's not. See, you talking about corruption. I'm not sure what corruption you're talking about and incompetence, but it's everywhere in the world. The entire world is incompetent right now. Okay, it's cold out there in California. The entire world is incompetent right now. There's some people that have it together. Like for instance, there's a couple of places that have it together. Like you can go to places like Brazil, even Mexico. There's places like that, Thailand trying to get it together. Um, on that note, yes. In that note, yes. But still, I wouldn't leave because of the situation here because it's all over the world. I'm not looking at the Philippines. Oh, I just want to. I'd never go there. I never go back. Like I already know everywhere around the world. Pretty soon, this is never gonna stop. From one brother to another. Terry Fleming, how you doing? This is never gonna stop. Right now, things are free, but then it's gonna be the clamp is coming right back, even to the countries that are open. The clamp is gonna come. Snowbound in the Sierras. I love the cold weather that humid at my home country, the Philippines. Okay. And Terry Fleming, I appreciate the support, brother. Terry Fleming always pops in here with the $5 chat, different level of such in the PI. Well, see, for a guy like me though, right? I'll explain one part. For a guy like me, I'm a permanent resident here in the Philippines, right? Permanent resident. I can come in freely. JL Mark, thanks a lot for the super chat. I can come in freely. So for me, it's not such a big deal for me, you know. So I would be dumb to almost complain, but you see guys out there. that have the same capabilities, and they'll complain and say, well, I kind of want to go, but it really makes no sense to me. Like, you're a resident here. Like for guys like that, it's you need to complain, but it happens. Guys do complain. And for you guys, I understand. For you guys to say, you know what, I won't go. I understand. I respect that. I respect that. But for a guy that's a resident like myself, or that's married to a Filipino who can freely come, say they don't want to come, it's a crock of nonsense. And that's just facts, guys. And you see it out there. Guys say that, and it's like, what do you mean? It's not a big deal for you. It's not a big deal for you. you know where I do miss hot humid weather there. Maybe cold is it. So I think Philippines to me is boring. Well, I'm not sure what part of the Philippines you're in, but to me it's not boring at all. Philippines is not boring. I think when I was you look great with your workout, brother. Thanks. I think when I was in Manila, it was getting to be very boring, and I'm happy, and I left. And I talked about it yesterday. I said, you know what? If I had to stay in Manila, if I stayed in Manila, I would be miserable. But the fact that I got out, it's like complete happiness. It's not, and like I would be dumb to complain. Like I'm here. A lot of you guys looking to come here. I know if I was there in videos complaining, you guys would be like, hold up, something don't seem right. You know, because I'm nothing but happy. So I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. But guys, believe it or not, you see people in videos complaining. I know what happened in Cebu was bad. I know it's the pandemic right now. Philippines is just not opening. Probably not going to open anytime soon, to be honest with you guys. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys don't want to come here. But for guys like myself, I seen it on YouTube. I watched the video today. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, but it didn't make sense to me. That's what matters, Jay. Be happy. Yeah. It didn't make sense to me. And that's why I said, let me talk about it. No matter what, I'm happy enough to stay. All the things happening, it's not going to make me pick up and say, I'm going to go back to the States where you can't even move around in the States. Yeah, I'm still coming. Yeah. I know a lot of you guys are. There's more places to go here in the U.S. What's there to do? Gina Basso, are you a Filipino now in the U.S., it seems like? And I'm moving to Cebu. I don't know about Cebu, though, right now, Semper. That's kind of hard. Cebu is not really going to be as operational as it was for years. Like they say months, but it's going to take a little while, There's just no budget directly going there. But for me, the Bonnie's outside Manila, not for me. Nothing to do. The Bonnie's outside Manila. Not for me, nothing to do. Not right. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Not right now, of course. It'll take the Philippines in its rebuilding process in America in all its grandeur. A black man in America has a target on his back. Well, that's true. That's true. That's somewhat true. That's somewhat true. I love Cebu. It's my favorite city. No, I hear you. And K. Dallas said I'll be there in October. And that's good for you guys that are still coming. That's good. But that's all. I just want to talk about it. I said, I seen a video today and I said, wow. All right, Jackie. Vast.tech. Jackie's trying to hack me. I seen I think it was you, Jackie, in the last live. Vast.tech. I don't know what happened, Kay? What you said? That was Darlene. It's someone else now with the Vast.tech. No more snow. Said Mama Snow and Jeremy made it to Manila a couple days. Left home quarantine. Okay, yeah, I know. No more snow is actually married to a Filipina, so it's easy for you to come. Honestly, my opinion, don't stay in one spot too long. It'll get boring. For me, as I'm not sure if I want to go back to the Philippines again. Maybe looking more to Thailand. Well, Thailand is a great country. I actually, Kay lived there. I've been there a bunch of times. I've been there a bunch of times, and I'm gonna be honest. I love the Philippines. When I was in Thailand, you know, things were a lot more smooth. I'm just being real. It was a lot more smooth for me than being in the Philippines. The low cost of living and the lack of racism against brothers definitely makes the Philippines much better. Yeah, that's true. And hoping the Philippines, you're right. Don't stay in one spot, but it can get boring. But still, of course, continue traveling. But for me, this is my main stop. You know, I'm gonna continue traveling as long as I can, but the Philippines is my main stop. You know, it feels like home to me. You have to think about it. When I first came here, I jumped off the plane and people were able to relate to me right away. You know, when when I heard people listen to the same music I listen to. That doesn't happen. It happens a little bit in Thailand, but not really. Like it's things like that in the Philippines, and you can even see like videos out there, Philippines versus Thailand guys make, and the Philippines usually wins with a lot of things. As far as relating to people, that's what does it for me. That's where the love is. Not so much in the infrastructure, but now it's getting better. Now it's getting better. It's getting better. What's up with Clark City? I'm not sure. I haven't been over there to Clark City. Philippines is my place to be. Yeah, the Philippines is beautiful. I was born in the Philippines. Came to America when I was 8 years old. Yes, I'm a Filipino. I live 30 minutes away from San Francisco. Okay, yeah, I know. That's where there's tons of Filipinos out there in LA. I met a bunch over in New York. There are a bunch in LA, a bunch in New York. It's like LA and New York is like the top destinations. And yeah, so I understand. So Gina, you're biased because you're from the states now. I don't trust your word, Gina. You're biased. You're biased. The low cost of living and the lack of racism. Yeah, that's my opinion. Don't stay in one spot. Okay, but the thing is, guys, for me, it was the relationships that people were able to relate to me more so. When I was in Thailand, you know, I maybe met two people that I could relate to, and that's just facts. That's just facts. It wasn't really much. There was foreigners, of course, I can relate to, but I'm talking about the people, the Thai people. It just it was different. It was Philippines wins by leaps and bounds from a lot of other countries. From the realness, like a lot of things, like even the videos I've talked about. When I talk about that's just the Philippines being real, and that's what I love about it. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh man, I can never go to that place. It's like this and it's like that," and that's true. And that's what Philippines is missing, Gina. You're right about that. Philippines is definitely missing those things. It needs something like that. It needs a Disneyland. Like for instance, when I went over, it needs something like that because when I went over to Singapore, I went out to Singapore, I went out to Malaysia, and Malaysia has what? What's the name of that park, kid? Um, Malaysia has Universal Studios. Singapore, just the way it's built up, is way better. But the Philippines has the islands, but still, there's not much things like that. But at the same time, I don't really care that much for Disneyland or even Vegas or the things you're talking about. So I think the Philippines is still my spot. Filipino food is better in California. Oops, getting my arse kicked. Oh well, no, I'm sure that's right. I'm sure that could be true. But the thing is, though, you know, it depends on what parts of the Philippines you've been to. Because right now where I'm at, I'm in Oriental Mindoro, and like before, I was saying Filipino food was unhealthy until I came out here, and then everything, most places I've been to, Calapan, also out in the further parts of Oriental Mindoro has been delicious, and well prepared. In Manila, people just do slop the food together. There was a good place in Manila, but people slop the food together. Yeah, most don't speak English in Thailand. The only thing about Thailand that I liked more than the Philippines, where Thailand won at, it was the food. Unfortunately, it was the food. Filipinos will kill me if I say it, but it's true. It's the food. What's up, Jay? Enchanted Kingdom was pretty cool. Yeah, it's nothing compared though to like Universal Studios. I went to Universal Studios, guys, and I don't think I put up the vlog there, but I went there and it was just like nonstop action. I felt like a kid again. And I was in Singapore, it was just in the main town. It was just nonstop. I felt right at home. It felt like a little New York to me, Singapore. So I understand what Gina's talking about, but still, Philippines still wins over that. Gina, you got to come back home. Cheaper priced accordingly. Yeah, and Thai food is great. And then also the thing that I liked about Thailand, even though there's situations where you can get sick sometimes, not really though, but because for the most part, you can eat anywhere in Thailand. I love that. You can eat anywhere. Like any of you guys saying, you know what, the Philippines not open, I'm going to go to Thailand. I'm all for it. And that's facts. I love Thailand. If I was in the Philippines, I'd be in Thailand. That's where I would be. But still, the Philippines is still the main hub for me. From the people, and not even just the people that really this is my main destination hub. I fell in love with it. That has something over it. It's not even the fact that my wife is from here, because I'm not one of those guys. You have certain guys that have Filipino wives, right? And then everything the wife says, they're like the wife gets upset at certain things, and they don't realize the wife doesn't think logically sometimes. And they get like, for instance, I don't get mad at things Kay gets mad at. A lot of guys do that. I don't do that. I'm not one of those kind of guys. Oh, Kay don't like this. I don't like it. Oh, this person said this. Kay don't like it. I'm not that kind of guy. So I have my own mind with things. So I would never say, oh, because of Kay. Of course, she has a part. What's going on, Eric? How you doing, man? All in the whole nutshell, the Philippines is a better environment in the province areas. I'm ready to go back to my loved ones after my remodel of my home in Texas. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Stay away from the tourist areas. Food, not too expensive. That's the thing I don't like with Thailand. I hated that. I hated that. When I was in Thailand, guys, it was like every little place I went here and there, somebody was looking to get over on me. The Philippines is not like that for the most part. The Philippines is not like that. People will be honest with you. Like look what they do with the parks. It says for foreigners it's this price, and then for for people in Thailand it's like a whole 50 baht cheaper, 100 baht cheaper. I don't like that. I don't like that. Everywhere I went, I was getting charged more for something, and then the people looked at you like that too. Okay, that guy, and then even when I was taking cabs, right, Kay? The cab one time, I was with Kay in Thailand. They dropped us off somewhere, and I guess they knew it wasn't gonna get a ton of money from us. I don't know what it was, but it's for some reason they didn't want to go to the destination, so it dropped us off, and it said it made up some nonsense excuse that never happened to me in the Philippines. Never happened to me in the Philippines, but it happened in Thailand though, and that'll do it. That'll do it because of the transition, Gina. She said, I don't really miss the Philippines because we have Jollibee, Seafood City, Chow King, Red Ribbon here, lands there, a lot of Filipinos. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what happened in New York and California, especially. New York and California have all of these things. They have Jollibees, Chow Kings, yeah, Red Ribbon, yep. Yeah, that's what happens in Thailand. They and then the woman look at you differently too. The woman look at you like a dollar. They really do. Don't get me wrong, Filipinos will look at you like a dollar too. But oh man, it's wicked in Thailand, man. It's wicked in Thailand. Kay would tell me all the time. Kay lived out there for like 4 or 5 years. She would tell me, oh man, they look at the men like a meal for real. You know, a lot of times when guys get done wrong in the Philippines, it's because the woman is looking strictly for opportunity. But in Thailand, it's kind of like, you know, Jay, just as much as gringo pricing in the Philippines, especially with the taxi. Well, not no more though. No more snow. Actually, that changed in the Philippines. The I forgot who did it. Okay, it was the government who put that rule out. Okay, for the taxis, where no matter where you are, who you are, foreigner, whatever it is, they have to put on the meter. Now, you get in the cab, say put on the meter, or don't drive. They have to put on the meter. Every cab you step into once you're in the Philippines has to put on the meter now. That changed. That died. You know who actually made it better for everybody? It was actually Will De Silva's sister. Because what happened is Haley came out here. Well, she was already out here. She caught a cab coming back from U.S. coming back from by San Francisco, where Gina's from. She was coming from over there, and then she stepped in the cab. Right, the cab tried to didn't put on the meter. She recorded it. Yeah, broken meter, sir. Yeah, and the same thing happened. And then Haley recorded it. Right, and then made it put it on the vlog about it. I think it got like a couple million views. After that, they banned the cabs from doing it. They stopped letting certain cabs pick people up, like the regular cabs can't pick people up from the airport anymore. Unfortunately, because of the way they drive, no driving discipline. Well, it's gotten better, but actually, no, it hasn't gotten better. I don't like that either, Gina. I realized that when I first came, I can drive here now in the Philippines. When I first came here, guys, and I seen the way Filipinos drive, oh man, like so many foreigners came out here and got in accidents because of the way Filipinos do. Like in U.S., right? There's right of way. There's right of way. That's what Gina's talking about. A lot of you guys may know too. There's right of way. There's no right of way here in the Philippines. You can be doing 30 miles an hour up the block, and somebody will cut right in front of your car. Now, if you're a driver from the States, you're gonna keep driving right into that car because you have right of way in mind. Same thing I had in mind. So when I was in a car, I was in a I've been driven in Philippines jet. Yeah, that's one thing. I spend when you're driving here, right? You have to look like this. You have to be head on the swivel every time. That's why I say Filipino drivers are the best drivers in the world because they always because so many things. Because you'll be driving doing 30 miles an hour, somebody will literally, as you're going fast, will cut in front of your car slow. You'll be doing 40. They'll just whoop because that's what they do here. Never been afraid of if any traffic there. Been 5 times. You know, lucky they do drive slower, so impact won't be too bad. Yeah. Well, no. Sometimes though, JL Mark, what'll happen is if a person has never driven here before, like there were so many Africans actually that got in accidents out here because you know there's a lot of Africans in the Philippines. As in the Philippines, you have to learn to understand how they drive and keep your eyes open. Yeah, you do. You do. That's one thing, man. You have to keep those eyes peeled because someone will cut right in front of your car, and you have to be ready. But that's what makes the Filipino drivers such good drivers, even though you have a lot of people that do bad habits in driving. But yeah, I learned that quick though. Now I can drive here. Now I can drive here. Like even K in the province though, anybody can drive in the province. The province is just all open road. Like Kay can drive in the province. She's never driven a car before. They drive bad in Thailand too. I haven't really paid attention to the driving there really.
Oh, they do. They do. I told you what happened to the van.
Yeah, I know.
The driver, I was praying, like I feel like I'm gonna die.
I know. You told me.
For forgiveness.
I didn't really notice because when I was in, every time I was in the cab, it was good. But I've been in the Philippines for much longer, so I spent a lot of times in cabs and grabs and got to see the craziness of the roads. In Thailand, I spent what maybe about 2 months total in Thailand.
We went there twice.
Yeah, we went there twice, but we stayed in by the Phuket, not Phuket. Where was that at? Pattaya. We was in Pattaya. We didn't stay in Pattaya, but we stayed. Yeah, we did. We was by Pattaya. We didn't sleep there. Yeah, we visited Pattaya, and then we stayed in another. We stayed not too far from Pattaya in Antaburi, and then we also stayed in choice but to buy a strong truck up high, upgrading the bumpers to heavy steel, same as my bro did. Yeah, and also get a car that's a high car is good. I think that's my car I'm gonna get when I get my car. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get two cars. Well, first car I think I'm gonna get is actually gonna be a something built up high, maybe a 4x4 pickup truck that's extended off the ground in case there's floods. Is it true that driving a motorbike in the province can be an adventure? Dogs, other bikes, trucks, buffalo almost killing you. Well, it depends what province you're in. It depends what province you're in. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem, Jenny. See you later. It depends on what province you're in. Happy New Year's from Dasky. Happy New Year's. But I haven't seen. Well, you know what it is? Out here in Case Province, it's open, a lot of open road, so you don't really have too much things like in a road like that. But I'm sure other provinces it can be like that. I haven't really experienced that because I lived in Manila most of the time, and even every time I was in a province, you don't have any. Over here, you don't have any animals on the road. They're usually on the side of the road. I want to visit the Philippines as I have family. Okay, I read that already. How's food in the Philippines? That's the thing, guys. I don't eat pork, so the street food I don't really eat it. I don't eat the street food. That's why when I was in Thailand, I eat beef. They have beef sticks. I eat chicken. They have chicken sticks. They have a bunch of street food that I can eat in Thailand. So I enjoy the street food more in Thailand than in the Philippines. Because Philippines is all pork, chicken, Esau, the chicken intestines. It's like I don't eat that stuff. You know, every day somebody dies in a motorcycle accident. Yeah, I'm curious on where to park my car since my street in Magahan Pasig has no parking anymore. Yeah, no, that's the thing. 4x4 is awesome. Lots of country dirt roads as well. Yeah, I really want to get it, and I want to get it actually lifted up. I forgot what you call it. I want to get it off the ground to say if there's a flood. I want my wheels to be very high. So if I go in a flood area, I'm fine. Once you meet a down to earth Filipino, that's it. You really can't go anywhere else in the world to find a woman of that magnitude. And that's the thing, guys. Like I did a video on it. I didn't put the video out yet, but think about it. Like for instance, the video I talked about how most guys aren't getting married in the States anymore, but guys are still marrying and bringing women into the States, right? And the most women being born into the States is Filipinos, and it's a reason. The reason why that's happening is because say even if a guy dates online, I know right now it's a lot of guys don't want to date online, but the Filipinos are the one that usually takes the cake. I never even met them. Like I remember I was in the mall, right, and I met a Filipina in the mall in BGC who's dating a foreigner, right? Speaks perfect English. That's the thing with Filipinos. Speaks perfect English, very down to earth, very calm demeanor, like humble. And that's Filipinos for the most part, and very you can tell she was loving. Like, of course, I don't know that she's loving. I'm not with her, but you can tell from her attitude. And I told her, I said, I said, when you get back to the States, you'll make a great wetter. You're gonna make a great wetter. She said, thank you, thank you. The attitude, she was so patient, understanding, and she didn't get frazzled at all. I said, wow. Because I was a waiter before. I said, you're gonna make a great waiter one day. Or whatever else you want to be. Yeah, I don't eat swine either. Yeah, that's good, man. I like Pune Mexican, never ever had any issues about safety or anything else. Well, that's the thing. For the most part, you won't have any issues in the Philippines. I make videos talking about things where you can't get any issues, but no, you won't have any issues. Beef is like shoe leather in the Philippines. Well, some get it right. Some Filipinos get it right, but it is for the most part, George. You you find a lot of people that make beef like shoe leather. Thanks a lot for the super chat, Michael McDonald. Jay's a goat, no doubt. I'm not a goat, but I've been here for quite a while. I've been here about 6 years. Goat.
Yeah, I know what's the name.
Goat is like greatest of all time. We stopped eating meat as well, eating healthy, all fruits, veggies, rice with lots of water every day. Yeah, and I'm trying to get back to being a vegan. I was a vegan before, guys. and I let the meat overtake me. But I'm getting back this year. This actually within probably a week or so, I'm getting back to it. I have not found a good Filipina as yet since my last bad relationship with one. That's the thing, man. It's either see for the most part it's gonna be good, but sometimes you have those bad apples, and what happens is those bad apples sometimes make it hard for a lot of other Filipinos. There's a lot of good Filipinos, and it's wild because especially if you guys are dating online, I see Filipinos all the time that's like, oh, I would date a foreigner, but I'm not dating online. I've had a bunch say that to me when I asked them, would you date a foreigner? Oh, yeah, I would date a foreigner, but I'm not dating online. They don't want to date online. I know you guys are waiting to come here and meet them. Yeah, guys, I was gonna do the video on my front porch, but it's nighttime out there, so you guys really can't see it. I have the washing machine out there now. You all right, kid? And your foot, you sure? I have the washing machine out there now. We able to wash clothes. I was gonna wash up here today, but it's already 2 in the morning. Actually, guys, it's late over here. Kay was actually sleeping just now, and Kay's making mackerel. Kay's eating mackerel and rice on top of a mackerel. What? Yeah, because you eating like a pauper. And I got chicken bacon. I'm getting the cake because I got chicken bacon. Oh, well, I get you. You're right. I look forward to these videos. But you're gonna be good though, Eric. You're gonna find someone. Unless you're done with Filipino. I had a guy, my boy. I'm not gonna say his name. He says he's done with Filipinas, and I felt bad for him because he keeps. It's online. He's dating online, and when you're online, you're gonna have women that'll wait you out. He has Filipinos he's dating online, and what's happening is he's meeting a bad batch because they're waiting him out. Like say they're not asking for money right away, and they're waiting him out, and then it's like a month later they ask for money, and he's feeling like not all of them are humble. Oh, definitely not. Not all Filipinos are humble. I know. That's why you have to. It takes patience, really, especially if you're dating online.
Yeah,
You know.
maybe if they think online is
Yeah.
effective, then try to wait until Philippines open.
Wait till it opens.
Hi, please,
Yeah.
face to face.
And try it face to face. And no, and Eric, definitely not all of them are humble. Well, Filipinos, I'll tell you for the most part, Filipinos are going to be open and honest and very outspoken. You know, Eric, don't give up. Met so many great women. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of good women here. Happy New Year, Edwin. How you doing, man? Happy New Year, my brother. Cannot visit to come to Cebu. Cannot wait to come to Cebu with my fiance. 3 years. Mine's is humble too. Yeah. See, that's the thing, guys. And that's the thing. That's what makes a lot of you guys still keep hope because, Eric, I know you see all the time. You see me with one, you see other guys with one. It's out there, man. It's out there. The pedestrians have the right of way in America, and the cars have the right of way in the Philippines. Yep, it's true. It's true, and I hated that at first. I still have to slip out sometimes out here, guys. Like there's things that drive me crazy that I still complain about. Like when I'm out here, if a car, because cars they'll rush to get in front of you like you're not a person, and you'll be on the that happened in Manila. That hasn't happened in the province though. Like you'll be on the crosswalk, right? And the crosswalk is like a stop sign, and so when you're on that crosswalk, people be rushing past to hurry up and get past before you cross the crosswalk, and then they'll finally stop when you get like to the middle. It's nuts, but that's just how it is here. Like you know. But I still put my hand out. Kay does it too. I see the Filipinos do it too. Like when cars try to force themselves in front of you on the crosswalk. Yeah. No, that's true though, David Lemkin. Again, blessings always to you and your family. Thanks, man. Nicole, it's safe as any country. Like any other place, you need to be aware in certain places and don't travel alone at night, like anywhere in the U.S. Well, actually, you're probably more safe in the Philippines traveling alone at night. That's facts. You'll be more safe in the Philippines at night traveling alone than in the States. You know, me, I never had a problem in the Philippines or the States or probably any other country because I look like the goon. I look like the goon. at night walking the streets. It's funny, guys. I walk streets at night in almost every country I've been to, right? And people see me and cross the, across the street. It's wild. And then I've seen guys that would you can tell they were gangsters out at night, and they give me the head nod like it's wild. I don't know. I guess that's just how it is. Because, but no, it's pretty safe in the Philippines. Back in the Philippines, no, it's easier. As my fiance has me on rights 100%. Man, woof. She's Filipino, woof. Man, that rights is a killer. Driving Uber in the snow. I gave up on them already. Bringing the Hummer H2 to the fields later this year is not cheap, but less than buying a newer multi-cab or other four-wheel vehicle. Hard to find even new reliable all-purpose vehicles in the Philippines. Well, you know what though? In the Philippines, I'll be honest, guys. I see, like for instance, my brother-in-law has a bunch of older cars, right? And it seems like he does okay with those cars. He even has like a 1987 Nissan, right? Which I would never get. I would get like a 1987 Toyota. I would get a 1987 Honda. He's like a 1987 Nissan, and it's like that thing's on its last legs, but it's still working for him. And then all of them over there, in the Philippines, a lot of the guys in the province like their own mechanics. So he's always working on cars. I may even buy a car from him. Okay, I'm gonna say, hey, look, find me a car. Seriously.
Actually, it's under, I know, under his sister Maui Kanye.
She found it.
They bought in the neighbor of Maui in Manhattan.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find me one. I want a hoopty. I'm gonna get an old school hoopty. Kate don't want, but I might get a new car too. But I want a hoopty too. I'm gonna get a hoopty, and I'm gonna teach Kate how to drive in the hoopty, and I'm gonna beat the hoopty to death. Nothing wrong with a hoopty, right, guys? That's my first car was a hoopty. I had a 1985 Monte Carlo, my first car. But thanks for the interest in the high cost of living in USA. We are happy with the Philippines and we love Asia. With the right attitude and common sense, a person can build their heaven. Yeah, you can. You can. That was my thing, guys. I'm not gonna call a person out to their name, but I've seen expats, that are actually married to Filipinos. Oh, it's not the place for me. Like I'm like, bro, you're here. And while you're here, you can do whatever you want. That was it. I was just like, man, I can't believe this guy. Like, you have guys like y'all that want to get in over here. He's like, oh, I can't wait to go somewhere else, and I'm trying to go here. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, yeah, I get that you want to go there. Like, you should go there anyway, just to go. But it made it seem like I'm done with them, done with the Philippines. I'm sitting there like, huh? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Like, everywhere is crazy. Of course, there's other places you can go to freely, move around freely, but I didn't get it. The whole world is in a pandemic. Like, you guys are in the States, to see it's worse than the Philippines right now. It's even more lockdown, especially you guys in New York. Thank you. I figured it's been challenging finding a woman at expat YouTube channel specifically for PI. Appreciate your comment. But it's been challenging finding a woman at expat YouTube channel specifically for PI. Appreciate your comment. Okay, you're talking to somebody else. Grumpy, I left my GMC in States, had my Delco custom built, saved me big money. I'd rather just stick to hitting and quitting here in New York. Hey, to each his own, man. To each his own. I know a lot of guys that still hit and quit in New York, but these guys though that never ever left. I don't know, man. New York,
Somebody said Hilux is good. Hilux or
Hilux?
pickup truck.
Yeah.
It's so expensive, even it's already second hand, maybe 700, and also like 1 point something.
I mean, I never.
It's too much.
I mean, I never get the Hilux. I'll pass on that.
So good.
Larger vehicles aren't very practical in PH due to traffic and small roads. Well, actually, in the province where I am now would be good. Actually, I need a larger vehicle. Not something too large. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to get an old pickup and then another hoopty, and then I'm going to get a new car too. I'm planning on having 3 cars and a motorcycle. I'm probably going to have the motorcycle within a week or so. But the hoopty, then the hoopty second, and then a new car. Because I'm gonna teach Kay how to drive in a hoopty, and we'll use that when we like bringing stuff back and forth. Because me and Kay are gonna be back and forth from her town and our town, her hometown and this town a lot. It's a 3 hour drive. It's a 3 hour drive, so we're gonna be back and forth a lot. We're gonna be doing import taxes, and so not so on, not cheap. It's really cheaper to import it. I've talked to my fiance about bringing her to New York, and we agreed to no. She don't want to go to New York, Edwin. Not the one I had. She kept lying all the time. Yeah. You, was she lying to save face? 'Cause, man, I don't know. I couldn't deal with that. Kay hasn't done that, so that saving face, I couldn't deal with that. That's a straight up lying. Yeah, I'm done with Filipinos. I'm tired of desperate married ones trying so hard, but I've grown fond of the few Asian Filipino I've met. Yeah, there's MV. It's crazy, man. There are so many. Are you meeting them online? Because that's where the like you said, tired of the desperate married ones trying so hard, and you have a lot of times you have a lot of married Filipinos that'll be online that'll have husbands still living with them and just trying to get money out of you. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful online. You do. Because those are the same ones that are driving guys away from dating Filipinas. With motorcycles, I have one in the Philippines, a big bike, and you have to watch potholes and construction sites. The road, the road share terrible in places you need to observe in the daytime only. Well, that's why I like K's this area over here, right? The roads are not as bad as other provinces, guys. Like they fix the roads all the time. But still, you do need to be careful because you can be riding one day fast on a motorcycle, hit a pothole out of nowhere. In the Philippines, you have to be careful. You got to be on a road that you know. You have to know the road before you speed. Because once you know it, you know, you're going to drive the road 30, 40 times. After a while, you're like, okay, I know what a pothole is, then you can speed. So it also depends on your visa. It's an SRR. I have tax and import advantages that a tourist does not provide. You have to wait out the mass hysteria. U.S. can be way more dangerous than feels depending on location. Chicago, for example. Well, actually, most of the U.S. because of the pandemic situation, a lot of people haven't figured it out. Like, a lot of people haven't figured it out and are in dire need and are doing whatever they can to survive. Yeah, like Eric said it. New York, for instance, New York is going back to how it was in the early '90s, late '80s, '70s, going back to the '70s, '80s, and '90s now, when New York was bad. Like 2000, beginning 2000, New York got good, but now it's going back. It's going back to the '70s. Nothing like the '70s. The '80s was bad because of the drug era, but the '70s, New York was crazy. Like the '70s was, remember how it wasn't a Joker movie? You guys remember, anybody from New York? That's how it was in the '70s, and that was the Joker movie. It was just like that, right in New York City. Same things would happen. You would get killed on a train, just like in the Joker movie. When he killed the guy on a train, that was New York in the '70s. That could happen. Speaking about Filipinos, don't ask more than one question at a time. If you ask a direct question, if they don't like it, they will not answer to keep face bright. And that's true, but you have to be very well. Actually, you know what though? You don't want to get caught up and just put somebody under pressure anyway. But still, that still should be allowed. If you ask someone more than one question at a time, and then they lie to you to say to keep face and save their image. That's not allowed. That's not allowed to me. That's something Kay didn't do, and I wasn't going to tolerate it. Just like she wasn't going to tolerate it from me, I wasn't tolerating it from her. And that was one thing we had, and we had the same thing in mind right off the bat. Eric, I have a Filipino relatives. Maybe I'll match with you. Better get Filipino from the province. Yeah, Well, actually, there's good Filipinos in Manila. There's good Filipinos everywhere. You just have to find the right ones. That's what it is. As he said, get a Toyota Hilux. Hilux is perfect for Philippines. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hilux is good. It's just expensive. Because it's
Yeah.
secondhand.
Well, yeah, it's Toyota. That's why.
I see that.
Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, that's why.
I was looking for secondhand because you're talking about
Hmm.
the you're talking about the pickup truck
Yeah,
and all the
that's
pickup
all I
trucks
drove when I was
expensive.
there. I have a 2003 Acura TL, 299,000 miles. Yeah, some of those cars, like Toyotas, they get up there. Toyotas get up to 299. I remember a guy was driving a Toyota Avalon. It had 400,000 miles on it, and it was running like new. That's Toyotas, man. Toyota had 400,000 miles on it, and you don't hear nothing. Just like a lot of cars sound like just came off the lot. Toyotas and Hondas, man. For real, Jay, you're a lifer.
Still there?
Huh?
J-
No, Everon said Jay, you're a lifer.
Yeah, I know. It was so bad.
Oh yeah, I know. No, actually, I'm at the bottom. Can you come on?
No, I see that earlier.
Oh, it's you don't know what you look. Oh, because you looked at it and then went to go send it.
2023.
Hey Jay, John from Texas, love your channel. Been chatting with this Filipino for about 2 months. Never fails. A mother and father always chat as well. I have no problem with them. Is that unusual? No, that's not unusual. You got lucky. About 2 months. Um, did she ask for money, or are you giving her money? Because you do have to, What am I doing up at this hour? Good day from Sydney, Australia. Oh yeah, you up late. You're ahead of me. JVM. What is it like? It's 2 here. It's like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Oh, in
Australia, yeah. It's like 4 in the morning.
It's okay. It's holiday anyway.
It's holiday. That's right. What can you say about quarantine protocols? I'm ready to go back, but I have to be able to sneak out. Yeah. Um, that's the thing. Uh, it was a perfect opportunity to open in the beginning of December. Before this happened, guys, it's just should have opened it. But then Omicron, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm just hoping that the Philippines opens this year because the country's struggling. I just build your own car, go to the junkyard, will help you on a mechanic by trade, and come back to Cambria Heights. I don't want to be blacklisted, of course, it's not worth it. Blacklisted for what, Michael McDonald? How much think to ship a hoodie, a hoopty to PH? I wouldn't ship a hoopty. I wouldn't ship it. That wouldn't be worth it to me. Yeah, I know, Eric. I seen cats driving vehicles that look like golf
Maybe
carts.
it's if you're just gonna spend $100.
Oh yeah. Those I would get one of those. Yep. You talking about the what's the name of that K? Not the tricycle, the ones that look like golf carts. What's that called? The ones they have in Thailand. Tuk tuk. It's the tuk tuk. It's a tuk tuk actually.
Like this.
Yep. Let me show.
It's 180,888.
Yeah, you talking about this? I would get one too. A tuk tuk. Like that, right?
The yellow and the red.
You see the yellow? It's a tuk tuk. Same ones they have in They have it now in the Philippines too. They have it in Thailand they had it in Thailand way longer in the Philippines. It's a tuk tuk. I seen it in the Philippines. What was it like?
In Pasay.
In Pasay, yep. They drive those back and forth to Moa. To Moa, yep. We seen the tuk tuks that came in Pasay like in 2017. We started seeing them. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, after we came from Thailand, they brought 2018.
Oh, 2018, yeah. Well, it was around that time, yeah. It was around that time. But you're actually meeting these in person, more Market Jollibee. Okay. Mechanic can build your own vehicle. Never give money if asked right from the beginning. If you want them to give your McDonald's order as a day's pay in the Philippines. Yeah. That is true. If you want to give you a McDonald's order, it's a day's pay. It sure is. A McDonald's order is a day's pay, especially if you order McDonald's or food how I order it. Like me and Kay go out to eat, we spend 500 to 1,000. That's a day's pay. 500 pesos is a day's pay in the Philippines. You know, it's day's wages. So like the food you go out to eat with, that's somebody's day's pay. And I remember one time, guys. I complained, and then the lady, I ordered something because the menu it was the restaurant's fault. The menu was right on top of each other. Like I thought it was the one at the bottom and it was the one at the top, and I ordered it because the menu was so bunched up on each other. And then I think the owner was gonna make the lady pay. And then I complained to the owner. I said, no. I said, don't make her pay. Your menu's wrong. Your menu shouldn't be right on top of each other. And I talked about it one day in the vlog, and I had so many Filipinos get at me for it. And I forgot what you call that here in the Philippines, and I was so upset. And after I never said anything about anything after that. And I held my mouth closed for a while. But that happened, and I said something to the manager. I spoke about it in the video. And the manager was sorry. Yeah, he was sorry. Yeah, and that's the thing. The manager was actually a Filipino from New York, because he ended up talking about a mall around the corner from where I used to live in New York. It was actually North Babylon. He started talking about the mall that like had the Nike's outlets. I forgot the name of the mall myself right now. And like Reebok, a bunch of outlets over there. And he said he's from. I said, yeah, I'm living around the corner from that mall. He was like, okay. And then I said, so you're from the US? I said, you're not charging them, taking it out of their pay, right? And he said, no. I said, so why was the girl acting like she was going to come out? She said, no, I'll just pay for it, sir. And she said that. I'm like, why would you have to pay for it for? But anyway, I'm not going to get into it, but it was a big deal. I wasn't having it, and then I wasn't going to let her, have to take up that pay. I was upset about that. I remember that 70s crazy as hell. The 70s was bananas. It was. Yep. The 70s in New York was nuts. I'm in NYC. It's back to the 70s. It's there out. Not making front pages. Yeah. Got to have you and Lady K out to the compound this summer. We can go full. You want to see Mo get the Citizen app? You will see what's going on everywhere. Yeah, so if you're in the NYC and it's back to the 70s, it's there but not making front pages, it's bad then, man. It's bad. Okay, you remember the Joker movie? How it was? Joker? Remember the movie?
Which one?
When he shot the guy on the train? That was New York in the 70s. And how crazy it was on the streets, and the kid went and robbed the Joker and beat him up in the street. That was New York in the 70s. Like really, really, it was like that.
What's the title of that movie?
Huh?
What is the title of that movie?
I forgot. The Joker movie. The new Joker movie.
No, the other one that he's the assassin.
I don't know. But no, that's how, and that's the thing. I feel it's getting back to that. New York is getting to the point where it's like Chicago now. A lot of parts of the U.S. is like that. Philly, New York, and then New York also, even with the poor, it's crazy. So like, sometimes I have Filipinos that come on my live, or they'll come to my videos and go, "Oh, well, no, it's nothing like U.S." I'm like, yeah, I know New York is crazy. I know New York is nuts. I was out there. I seen homeless people in the subways. I was like, man. And it was crazy. It was homeless people in the subways, and like the New York cops were just letting them stay there. I was like, wow, it was wild. But it was been like that for a while. But it was like that when I was growing up. It kind of went down a little bit. But then when I was out there again, I was like, wow, it's like a lot of homeless people out again. I felt like it was the 80s again. Let me see here. Toyota's the best. Honda's a top notch too. Toyota parts are very expensive. Well, not for the most part. It depends. What kind of parts you're getting, but for the most part, you find Toyota parts for cheaper. Online, you can buy them, order them, they're cheaper. I bought a multi-cab, $4,200, around 2013, one motorcycle, one scooter my in-laws have now. I met my girl at Market looking for some red sweet chicken chili sauce. I said I found a beautiful hot chili pepper. Been together every day since. She never asked me for anything. Yeah, and you're gonna find that, especially you met her in person at Market Market. She's probably very well employed and don't need for anything. And for the most part, that's what you're gonna find with Filipinos. JD depends on the LGU on where you're staying at. Mitsubishi don't trust out as fast. Don't trust out as fast as Toyota. But Toyota's better engine. I'd love to have a Jeep there with the snorkel. So when the flood came, when you ride through it, the Ford Ranger Wild Track is nice in the Philippines. They say it's a new truck here in America. Are they checking passports Saturday to see how long I've been there? Well, no, they're not checking that. That's the thing, guys. Say if you've been here in the Philippines, right, and say if you overstayed for like 5 years, past your passport, you're never gonna get caught. I hate to say that, it's true though. You're never gonna get caught unless you go to a government office and you need paperwork.
I think you gotta get out of the.
Only thing you can't get out of the country, yeah. But you'll be fine. You can live here. Like then, there's no cops gonna be going around knocking on doors looking for you.
Unless you have enemy, guys.
Unless you have an enemy.
Somebody,
But other than that, you're not gonna have anybody. A government official is never gonna come, even if they know you live there. They're not gonna come knock on the door saying, "Where's Michael? Where's Michael McDonald? Does Michael McDonald live here?" You know.
No, we don't suggest that.
I'm not suggesting. I'm just saying. I'm not suggesting that to do that. I'm just saying. The Philippines is not a police state. It's not a police state. Police are not around here like, oh, looking for people. It's not like that here. And that's what I love about it. Not that I'm out here doing crimes. It's that they're just not looking for it. They're just not on it like that. It's better to buy a car in the fields, don't ship. Morning, bro. What's going on, TLM? Yeah, that's it. You can fix something up. US, you will last. You will last. I want to get one of those. So you changed the Philippines opening in March to not being sure. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, I did change from Philippines opening in March to not being sure. Not being sure. I felt it coming too. Because I seen the reports. They reported there was 4 cases. I seen it like a week ago. There was like 3 or 4 cases of Omicron in the Philippines. Once I seen that, I said, here we go again. I seen it, guys.
Now it's 2,000 cases in the whole group.
Actually, when I seen 1 case got in, that's when I knew. I said, and I talked about it yesterday in the live stream. I don't want to talk about it too deep again. I said, here go the plans. Boop, boop. So that's why when I seen somebody else say in another video, another vlogger say, and I'm like, bro, it's gonna be like that everywhere. So everywhere in the world. See, the thing is, the drama coming to the world, you can't escape no matter where you go. That's why I said when the Philippines opens, if you guys looking to stay here for good, come on down as soon as you can. Because the world is going to be locked down for the longest, and it's going to stay locked down. That's the thing. That's the point I'm trying to get across. It's not going to be like locked down for a little while. The world is going to stay locked down. That's the official plan there. Is to keep it locked down, and that's facts. It's spiking everywhere. We can only be a while before Philippines opens. Well, now the spikes is so-called coming here now. So it's crazy, guys. Like, and it's because Manila is the easiest place to pull off that, because out where I'm at, I don't think the people are so with it, if you know what I'm saying, because it's still only showing 0 or 1, 0 mostly. Still, even with the spikes, still 0 here. So, places like here are probably not so much with it, if you know what I mean. Other places are more with it. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Normally, was rough import unless you can afford 60 to 100% import fees. Watching from Bakersfield, California, Tanger Moore. Act of kindness, correct. Stop talking about eating jam, fasting. You making me hungry. Love me some McDonald's fried chicken and rice with gravy. Oh man, not sure I can fast much longer. Eyeballs keep getting big. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. When you're fasting, how long are you doing? A 24-hour fast? Because I'm gonna start fasting a lot more too. I was hoping to in the Philippines this Easter, but we all caught. Yeah, and I have to wait 3 to 4 months for a booster. Yeah. You caught. Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, he got caught?
Yeah. No, he caught it.
He got caught?
He caught the vid.
The vid?
My man Theodore, you got the vid, man. You got the vid. But no, he good though. It's how you feeling over there, man? The track. What track is that? Track is available. I got extra because I'm spoiled. Funny story in Cebu in a waterfront restaurant bought way too much. I'm gonna stop reading this because you got some of my food. My man is over there dying. Stay in there, Butawan. I doubt if you're gonna do it big. Yeah. I swear, news mouse symptoms are not going to stop the spread. Virus will continue to grow new variants, many more. And and the sad thing is, it's starting to turn into something we can live with. But they would never say that. To them, it's the most craziest thing in the world. When it first hit, it was hard, but it was mostly for people that had weak immune systems. And I know some of you may have lost loved ones, and I'm not trying to say it's not real. It is real, but maybe the ones that were lost, their systems were weak because that's facts. They see the thing is they're not lying though. They said, okay, if you have a weak immune system, you're gonna feel it. They said if you have a strong immune system, if you eat right, if you exercise, they everything they said was facts. They told people how to break this and people that's gonna get affected. They said it. That's the only thing I can't be mad at them for is they didn't lie. They didn't lie. They said this is what it is. This is who's gonna be affected. This is who's gonna have people that are gonna pass, and then people that are not gonna. You're gonna have people that get it and not even be bothered. They said it, and it's facts. And then you're gonna have people that won't even get it because their immune system is so strong. You know, i.e., what happened with Kay? She was sick as a dog. I had no symptoms. I didn't even feel sick. I didn't even get nothing. And nothing happened. It passed. Kay was sick. I took the remedies right away, and I talk about it all the time in my stream. Didn't feel nothing. Didn't even cough funny. I'm sending you a link now. So what they said is right. They haven't lied about that. I'm sending a link now, okay? But they're keeping the world locked down, which is not fair, and the world's gonna stay locked down for a while. I'm just hoping the Philippines open so you guys can get over here. And as soon as it opens, though, guys, go right away. Go. And a lot of you guys may need to stay, for real. A lot of you guys may need to stay. A lot of you guys may need to get out and make your escape. Because I'm looking to get out. I got to get back to the States. And then, I'm going to be right back. And pretty soon I'm going to have to come get my son and escape with him. The homeless and mentally disabled are roaming the streets. Why they're not like the 70s again? Yeah. And gotta pray for New York, man. I know how it is. I remember being a little kid and seeing the craziness out there. Oof. Download Spotify, it's free. Watch Joe Rogan. Interview Dr. Malone about it'll blow your mind. Well, it's not gonna tell me nothing I don't already know, Sonny. I already know it's something they've been trying for years. It is real though. I can't say it's fake because it's real. People get sick and they die. It's real. I'll never say it's fake. But yeah, it's definitely, yeah. Jail you around where it only costs $60 a month to live. No, I'm not around. Well, actually, no. I'm not a. I can tell you this, all right? It's not $60 a month to live. You can live out in the Philippines though, 150. I wouldn't try it, but you can do it. There's guys that do it. You even see vlogs from people that do it. I wouldn't do it, but because I think about it, guys, like we're around where I live now, right? Think about it. My place is 6,000. They have places out here you can get for 3,000 pesos. I'm gonna go look at some of those places actually. I'm gonna do some apartment vlogs this week. I'm gonna go into the main town and I'm gonna do some searching over there. I've seen a couple already, and I'm gonna show the places. They got places out in the Philippines for 2.5, 3,000. That's like an actual apartment, not as big as like my place here. I have 2 stories for 6,000, which is still magnificent. $120. I have 2 bedrooms and 2 floors. So for 3,000, you get a floor like my first floor, and that's your place. Like a big first my first floor make a big studio. You can get that out here in the Philippines. So yeah, you can live in the Philippines, $200. It can be done. You be struggling. You won't be struggling. You'll be okay. Okay, what's going on?
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Happy 2022.
But
Doing
Sunny D, I'm
great.
gonna watch that though. I'm gonna watch it
Hmm?
though. I was gonna Sunny D. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna always watch stuff like that. Kay knows. Sometimes I'll be at late night and I'll be watching like the Animal Channel. I'll be watching animal channels and stuff. Learn about animals, learn about different species. Kay be like, "What are you watching?" Like nothing. I was always like that. I always want to know new things. I'm just like that.
Just
Uh,
watching the guys, the lion fighting with another lion.
I watch it and I'll learn about different species and like sometimes you guys get in the zone. I used to get like that when I was drunk and when I used to get high too. When I used to get drunk and high, like it would be like 1 in the morning after the club or something. You guys know what I'm talking about. You just find yourself eating ice cream, just watching Discovery Channel or something, or something like that, or watching something about the news, about politics, or just paying attention about what they're talking about the market with money. Learning, like I didn't know about this stuff, but I would learn. That's how I would learn. I would do it and get in the point when I was deep focused and just watch something to learn. Jay, oh, you're around. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Phil Hindi News. Me too. I'm going to same area. Are you locating there permanently as well? I am 45 and want you to go back to PI and the PI. I want to sell my house and cash out on my 401k retirement. Is $1 million enough to live the rest of my life? $1 million is more than enough to live the rest of your life, man. What? See, $1 million, you can live in the States for the rest of your life, depending on your age. You 45, no, you can
Hi
live
Tony.
$1 million. But in the Philippines, you'll be able to do it. Think about it, guys. 10,000. I spend about 10,000 a year, right? And you guys see how I live. I show my budget about a month ago. I live very well for 10,000 a year. So now you do the math on that. 10,000 a year is a million. Think of $1 million is 50 million pesos. 20,000 a year is is a 1 million pesos, right? So you're talking about 45, 50 more years. Okay, even with inflation, that's 50 more years with 1 million pesos a year. That's without inflation, that's 20,000. That's double the amount you can live on. So if you take that, divide that, and then add an inflation cost, you're talking about with 1 million alone, you can live 50 more years. With 20,000, with 20,000, but still, with half of that. So think about inflation. Add that in, you're living for the rest of your life with 1 million pesos in the Philippines. So that would last you, yeah. $1 million would definitely last you for the rest of your life in the Philippines.
Unless the dollar go
Yeah,
down to 25
well, yeah,
or
well,
30.
still, if the dollar goes down to 25, think about it, guys. If the dollar goes down to 25 pesos, then that's 10,000, the magic number I'm living with. So you would still be good.
Hmm.
So yeah, the American dollar could split in half, and you still be okay. Okay, what are you gonna say?
No, I'm just gonna read the next comment. He said, if
Yeah.
anybody comes knocking on your door anywhere asking for someone be cautious. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Never get complacent. That's true,
Yeah.
especially out right nowadays. Even before here in the Philippines, it's really like sometimes they're just knocking and then suddenly they're just gonna enter and steal inside. But it's not anymore like that. That was before, but they're still happening like that sometimes in the province. So just be careful, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm from Santiago and left. I left for 16 years and came back. There's so many homeless now. It's never like this. Yeah.
Is the fan is beside you?
Huh?
The fan?
Yeah, it's in front of me.
Ah,
Oh, I still out?
not too much. It's just you can feel the air, but it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, in the port vehicles, 200% taxes. That's crazy. I'm here in Butuan, Libertad for 15 plus years. No, she hasn't asked for anything. Her parents get excited every time we chat. No, that's good, man. You got a good one, but just give it time. Time tells everything. Yeah, but I asked my girl to quit her job, and she did. They not pay her for what she is worth. I hired her as my caretaker and financial officer and got much more. I'd rather pay her than pay myself. Well, but that's the thing. Like with Kay, of course, I was like, it makes no sense for Kay to work or even think about working with me. I make sure she's well taken care of, and you can do that here. Your money goes further. Coco Jim is the best. Go to the gym. Go to one. Thanks a lot for the super chat, brother. Kevin
Thanks,
Theater.
Kevin.
Thanks a lot.
Heidi Parker.
I try Kevin Theater. I give the best info I can. And Kay helps me a lot though. I'll be honest with you. Kay is a big help to the info I have. A lot of things I know just from being here, but she helps. Like I can tell you guys, like 10% of my videos come from her. The reason why it's only 10% because the most stuff she tells me not to do, I do it anyway. Gabe like, oh no, don't talk about that. No, well, no, I'm talking about that. They need to know. But yeah, but no, K's a big help. What's that sucks with the probability.
Where are you
Now
right now?
I'm here at the top. I'm like a little bit further up. How can you stay for good? How is Daddy's place, Hotel Butuan place? Are you talking to each other? Yep, for sure on lockdown. Mark cash out. Buy high dividend paying stocks. You can have 100K a year of a mill easy and live like a king forever. I have a similar plan. Yeah, that stock game is serious. If anybody comes knocking on your door anyway, yeah, for sure. Oh, I see you down here. The fact is, behind this so-called, yeah. Can you buy a gun there, Jay? No, I can't, but K can, but I wouldn't have K with a gun.
Ah, that's the Parker. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Pilhind News. The hotel is good place.
Mhm.
Balot Johnson. Everything going on in the definition of mass hysteria. Akub kindness and inspired helping others. Oh my! Oh, that's a long name. That's a name. I thought it's that's his name, pala. All right, I lost it. Sorry.
24 hours fast, we're not going to make it cold turkey. Yeah, man. The thing with those fasts, if it's your first time fasting, I say do like a veggie fast or something like that first. Because you do a veggie fast, you'd be surprised. You probably can't even hang with that. Like do fast. I don't know if you've been fasting for a while. If you've been fasting for a while, you can do it. I've done it before, but when you do it, you can't have any distractions. It's wild. Like you really can't have people in a house eating like that. Like say if you have someone in a house eating, they need to be fasting too, eating salads or something like that. That's not cooked food because it'll help you get by. Let me see. Inspiring helping others. I respectfully disagree with your strategy. I think it's important to encourage their career as well. Pinoy are proud of making their own money. That's true. But with me though, I do the same thing though with K. But no, this is the difference though. This is the difference. K Kay smart. Like Kay has an investment mind. So I come up with I have ideas all the time. So Kay can contribute to that. Also, Kay, see, this is what Kay gets it in. Kay has her own YouTube channel. Kay helps me edit my videos. So Kay just overall can help me with everything. So it's a lot different than her just being my caretaker. Like Kay, she cares for me. She takes care of me. She cooks for me. She edits my videos. She helps me make my plans. She helps me do everything. She's like my second mind.
She
She's my
pack the
second.
bag when you travel,
Yeah,
unpack and repack
yeah.
and pack.
Huh? Yeah, and she helps me be a baby. I try to stay
Baby,
there.
the spoiled baby boy.
Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm a baby with her. I try to stay there. Last time
I'm joking.
I was there, but it was full. It's Filipino. Rod Yates. Oh man, I can tell Rod Yates haven't watched me in a while. He said, "Is Philippines open yet?" You good now, Jay? But it messed up my travel. I had to come to the Philippines. Yeah, Rod, man, it's not open. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it open anytime soon, really. Unless I'm thinking maybe after elections, maybe they say, "Ah, just open it up." Maybe
Maybe
I don't know,
not.
huh?
Because they're gonna open up before the election because the mass gathering, they want to make sure like um there's no lockdown so they can do the election campaign. So that's the reason this December is like it's getting low. Let's see this January and February, guys. Hopefully they will open it soon. The reason they doesn't open, I think, in December because it's a holiday, so people just travel. Everybody's like going to the province. But hopefully, we hope it will open by March or April before the election day. So guys, be ready. If it's open, come right away. It's better for you to be stuck here because you can leave anytime than you stuck there and you cannot you cannot visit your girl or your fiance or your wife or your lover, whatever. But anyway, just be patient more. Hopefully it will open
Well,
soon to you guys.
that's the thing. Like you said it, Kay. You said it.
Hmm.
Um, when you get here, I think a lot of you guys get here, and then when you get here, start working your SRV. If you feel that it's somewhere you want to stay, or if you got a lady and you've been talking to her for a while, I already know you guys are gonna get married to some ladies, that you've been talking to for. You came here and met already. Maybe you coming to meet for the first time, you think she's the one, and you really want to make that move. Don't make any rush decisions, but you know, like, there's a lot of you guys that got ladies that you're down with already, and they're down for you. And yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's what I did. But be smart about it. And I know that a lot of you guys have a good head on your shoulders. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Make sure you're not making any rush decisions. Like that, what's the name? That marriage online thing. No, 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 no.
Especially
And
if
even
you
though
didn't.
you guys,
But
that
baby, if you guys meet already
you
and
met already, that's different. Yeah,
that's different and you know her more. But if
yeah.
you just met her online during pandemic, just don't do it yet because you never know. I know there's of course there's a lot of good Filipina,
There was a
but
guy on my
just to make
channel.
sure
There
if
was a guy
you
on
need
my
to see the
channel.
person. Mm-hmm.
There was a guy on my channel, and he was on live stream. I'm surprised he was that open to talk about it, but I'm happy he was. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
guys, don't do it. He said it. He told you guys, don't do it. Even
Mm-hmm.
though, because you just don't know. And the girl wasn't wrong. Filipinos are not harmful like that. Like for instance, she was calm. She was cool with like, oh no, yeah, let's get divorced. I'm sorry, I'm not the one. Da, da, da. She said it. I'm happy that she was like that. Even though she wasn't the one, but she openly admitted like, sorry, it didn't work out. I'm happy that it worked out like that. It's just that now he has to pay for all the paperwork, and it's crazy. Thanks a lot for the super chat, David Cummings. Thanks a lot. I don't want to
He
take
said,
that shot, but do you think black men
yeah.
should do it to leave? Um, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. You know, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. It's your body. It's up to you. I may end up taking it in this day and age. I'm gonna take it. I think I'm gonna have to. I need to be able to move around freely. So I think I'm gonna take it myself. So that's all I'm saying. Me and Kay, me and Kay are just waiting for it to open up because now the way it is now, like you got to be there like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you finally get the shot like around 1, and I can't afford to do that because of my schedule. And then the holidays pass, so we wait until January. And me and Kay are gonna say, you know what, we're gonna wait till it's convenient because that's to be convenient too. We can't just rush down, go get anything, and then we want to take certain things. We don't want to go get the Chinese vaccines. We want to go get the ones that you guys are taking in the States, and then we're gonna go down, and me and Kay are gonna go get the shot.
Yeah, the reason also is we going back and forth in Manila, and just going back here in the province, guys, it costs us 6,000 every time because we need to do the swab test every time.
It's
So
not really
if we
bad.
want to visit Cebu, it's like it's less hassle. The reason we're doing it is for the travel purposes also. And also you cannot enter on some establishment here in Calapan, even in my
Yeah, yeah,
province, in my hometown.
yeah.
Earlier,
True.
Jay's trying to enter
I still on
Jollibee just to
Jollibee. They
buy
say, oh,
some
you got to get.
food because that's the one open earlier,
Yeah,
and he cannot enter because he has no vaccination card.
it was nuts. It's even getting crazy in the Philippines. You
Mm-hmm.
can't move around nowhere. I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. You can still go places like this. Places we still go. There's still grocery stores you can still shop, and even in Manila, there's places you can still go without being vaccinated. Even like there's a guy that went from U.S. all the way to Thailand but not vaccinated. I don't know how he did it, but they let him in. Filipinos let Filipinos come back home not vaccinated. So Philippines doesn't necessarily force their own people to have it, but foreigners, they're requiring every foreigner to have the shot. So that's what's happening. They're requiring every foreigner to get it. But I'm getting it because I need to move around. I need to be able to move in and out of the U.S. So I'm not gonna have a choice. I'm gonna have a choice, but I need to move around. I just have to pray on it. That's
Actually, guys, the funny thing is, it's more strict here in the province when it comes to the vaccination because when we're in Taguig, we're in Pasay, we're in Market
everything.
Market. In they're not even strict. You can enter here in the mall here. No,
Yeah.
at first, but now they open it up like
No,
no
it's-
vaccine, no entry. So it's like that's the reason JNA is talking about like if there is a chance that we're not allowed to buy food anymore. Like it's hard for us to enter in the certain location that we're buying food. That's the time we're gonna do it, and we
But
need to
no,
do it because
that's not. It's not because of that. It's not because of that. It's not really because of that. Because in that case, I still wouldn't get it because we can still get food. It's just
okay.
the fact that to move around freely, really, they're putting a clamp everywhere. Like it's to the point now I couldn't even get back in the states probably if I wasn't vaccinated. Because now they put that mandate after I think it was after a certain time, a certain date. I think it was like November. After that day in November, if you're outside the country, you can't get back in the country without it. You can't move around to other countries without it. They put the clamp down. So I already know if I want to move around freely and be able to reach people, contact people, and do things in more than just the Philippines, I'm going to need to get it. So that's the case. So
Where are
yeah,
you right now?
I'm by anyone own a gun, how you use the issue.
Ah, yeah.
And in the Philippines, they make guns here, so it's different. I don't want to talk about that. Applying in the Philippines, did you need an FBI background check as one of your required documents for your 13-year visa, first year probationary? Well, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. I needed one to get married. Actually, I had to get a what do you call that? They had to check my
NBI
background.
clearance.
I had to get a clearance, and then also to get married, I had to get one from immigration.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get a clearance from immigration also, and they checked to make sure I wasn't married, I wasn't a criminal in the states. Yeah, they checked that stuff. But I don't know. It depends on. I think you should be okay though. I don't know, Doc Stein, if you like you have felonies or something. I don't know if they're checking for that. I don't know. I don't have any. I don't know if
Kevin
it's
said The Omicron is not as bad as Delta. It was like a flu with a headache.
Yeah.
Took Tylenol and children's Benadryl.
But D Parker, I think only army personnel can have it. Say if someone is army and they're stationed in the Philippines, they can have their gun on them. That's what I know.
I think Jay, you remember we went to the mall one time, and then you asked if you can buy a
Mhm.
gun. I think it's in Green Hills. If I'm not mistaken. And then they said you can if you have a visa or permanent visa, or is it me only? You
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
it me only?
No, I think it was you only, and I think I can. Like, say if I
Mhm.
want to go get one, I can get one now. I'm a permanent resident. I probably can get one now. But
Mhm.
for when I before it was for you only. But I don't think I can. I think I can. So then, if you have one and it's here in the house, I can
You
use
cannot
it.
use it though. You can?
Of course, I'm gonna use it. You think you gonna shoot somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gunshot,
right.
man. Boom, boom, boom.
Of course, it would be me. But anyway, would you? What would you hunt there? I don't know. I wouldn't see myself hunting anything. I couldn't. I couldn't kill an animal. Yeah.
No more snow channel live. I landed in Butuan on my way to Surigao City, so I just keep going. Oh, they're already in Butuan now? They're already
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Philippines?
He came. I remember No More Smoke was coming out here. He said he was coming out here like a week, like
No, he
weeks
gonna
ago.
sell their house, right? They're waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah.
someone. Oh yeah, they're already here. Wow.
Mhm. Once I get there, I'm staying. That's the way to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Once you guys come, it's on a staying mission. Like I don't know. I wouldn't see no more snow. No more snow's not leaving. Silisa wouldn't leave. I know the professor's not leaving. I know Will Data's not leaving. I know a bunch of you guys are staying because that's the way the roll is nowadays. It's like, okay, I need to escape. Where am I going to escape to? Time to go back home, right? That's where
Mm-hmm.
it is. So that's why when I seen people saying, "Oh, like I wouldn't, I'm leaving the Philippines," I'm like, "What are you complaining about? Like, where are you going? Like, there's no way to escape to. Like, it's like
Mm-hmm.
they think a lot of people think traveling is gonna be the same. Traveling is never gonna be the same again. Traveling, you can still go places openly to some places, but traveling is dead. You know, it's like you got to find your destination and
Mm-hmm.
be there. You know, and make something your home. Like I'd rather make the Philippines my home. You know, and be able to move around a couple other countries, but I don't care if I can ever really travel that much countries again. I'm
Just
looking to be
travel
like,
around the Philippines, guys. There's a
yeah,
lot of
exactly.
tourist destination here, and it's really amazing. You're like, oh
Mhm.
wow, they have like this in the Philippines.
Yeah,
So Philippines is very. It's like 7,100 more
yeah,
islands for you to travel and visit
probably
with
more
for the
now.
whole like years before you're able to finish it. So
Hmm.
just travel
Yeah.
in the Philippines. Um, Mike said, Hi, the professor. I was just reading about the gun issue. You don't need a gun in a peaceful place." Mike, actually,
Yeah,
it depends because my uncle, we just went to visit my uncle,
yeah, he
and
got
then he has a lot of chickens.
yeah.
So so he has
Teased
a
him. I teased
gun
him. I said,
and a small gun like this because sometimes some people just go and steal his chickens. So
yeah,
that's why he
got
has
pop
like a
got
gun
people.
and another gun just in case. So if something's moving, he's ready already. Like, oh, I think they're stealing my chicken. It's
No, because I
automatically.
made fun of him. I said, how you protecting? I said, you got at least 500,000 to a million laying back here. He had like it was a bunch of chickens. Like guys, he had coops. It was one had like 500, like 200, and another one had like I was like, whoa, he had like 20 of them right here. I was like, man, all these chickens back here. And I said, why are you protecting these? Like, no, he said, no, yeah, I have guns. I'm like, oh, yeah. I said, wow, he had guns, but no, he has to because you don't ever know. Somebody go back there and want to take your investment and you gotta protect yourself. You know, but at the
Ryan
same
Reyes
time,
said,
all right,
yeah,
can't
go ahead,
travel.
baby.
Okay.
I wish there would be an extended stay hotel, Motel 6, Motel 8, and Best Western in PH. I don't understand what's that.
Yeah. Ryan Ray, it does need to be one. It
What's
does need
Motel 6?
no, like extended stay, like the ones you stay at for 3 months. The extended stays, like you go stay there for 3 months or 6 months, and it's a cheaper rate than a regular hotel.
Airbnb.
A little bit cheaper. Not like an Airbnb. It's a little bit cheaper than that. It's like the
Mm.
tad bit, like it's a little bit cheaper, but
How
it's
much?
more
How
reasonable.
much cheaper is the cheaper?
That's like I stayed in one in remember when I went to go see JJ
Mm-hmm.
before I came to the Philippines. I
Mm-hmm.
stayed in one that was it was like 1,000 a month in Georgia. It's like no, it was like 900. It's a little more than it's more than an apartment, but it's still like it was like 800 a month actually. It was 800, and I stayed there, and it was a bed, and then you had a you can cook, and then it had a bathroom. No couch. It was just a bed, a bathroom, and then a hot plate in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. I
And you
remember.
remember?
Remember.
I showed it to you.
Remember we went to to Thailand for the first time. You went to Thailand with me. We stay in Airbnb, but it's 700. It's like 700 pesos per night, and we actually spent 20,000, guys, for 20 days. The problem is Jay was offloaded because of the ECC, and then remember it's 20 days is still more, right? That one is more, right?
Hmm. Yeah, it was way more. It was way
It's
more.
700 per.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was like I had an apartment for like 2 months, and then after that went to the Philippines. But before I came, I made sure I visited my son. I was pretty much with him for like the whole summer, for the whole end of the summer, all up
Mhm.
until actually it was more than that. I was doing it for the end of the summer of 2015 up until like around October, and then after that I moved out. I moved back out to Long Island, and then right from there I came to the Philippines.
Mhm.
I came in the Philippines to see Kay because Kay was out here in tears. She said, "Oh, you coming? Are you coming?" I said, "I'm
No,
coming, man."
I did it once only. You
Yeah.
OA. You act like I do it every day. I did it once only, guys. Sometimes like I already hear Jay said I'm coming once you visit the Philippines for good, right? Once you come back to the Philippines for good. So I was here I think April 2015 because that's the time vacation time in my school. So I go back to the Philippines. I say goodbye. Resign. I say goodbye, but I didn't resign. Actually, I say goodbye to my school. I said I'm coming back, but I'm not sure. So because I'm not sure if Jay is really coming. I said, and then we talk. Jay came to the Philippines November. I was
Hmm.
waiting from April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. I don't know, is it 8 months, right?
In March,
April, April, March, April, March. My gosh, April, May,
April.
June, July,
Yeah.
August, September, October, no, 8 months, and on November, that's the time I cry, guys. I was like, "What are you doing? Are you really coming to the Philippines?" It's like I go to the Philippines because you promised you're gonna come to the Philippines after I
And,
stay for
and
good, and I wait for
remember,
eight
you remember the day
months.
I came? Remember the day I came?
What?
You cried in November. What day I come?
November. He came in
Came
November.
in November. Yep. Kay
Yeah.
cried. 2 weeks later, I was
But
here. I
I
said,
cried. I didn't cry like like every day. I
I
just cry
know,
once
but
because
no,
one time I wake up.
She cried. I felt it. I felt it. I was crying inside. I don't really cry tears, but I was crying inside. I said, man, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not really an emotional guy. I was like, she's like, I'm waiting for you.
Now
You know?
I woke up one morning and I was like, oh, I feel sad. And then I let you know. I always let Jay know what I feel. I don't
Yeah.
like to to hide it. So I just let him know.
2 weeks later, I was here. I was
Not to
like, yeah,
like
I'm coming.
beg him to come, but I'm just letting him know what I feel. Like it's been a long time since I left my school.
Yeah, I told her I'm coming. And then 1 week, I said, let me just take the money out. Because I was saving money like crazy. I said, let me just buy the ticket. bought chicken and came. Yeah, bought chicken and came. But let me
Alright.
see here.
So where we are now, I'm trying to
No,
hand. Go ahead, baby.
oh no, I'm going down to Linda, but Lisa, she
Okay.
said, no, I mean the place to live, so I can get my place before I get there. So it will empty for a while, so I want to pay the
Hi,
least amount.
Imelda.
Well, as far as getting a place though, I say you don't want to get a place necessarily before you come. I would go with Airbnb if you want to do that. Go with Airbnb. Go with someone that's, I gotta say, like, what do you call it? K's always searches it, like, and K finds the one that has a history. K finds someone that's either a preferred, what do you call it, K? Airbnb? A super host.
Super host, yeah.
K will find a super host that has a lot of reviews. Lisa, make sure you find one of those. Not only has a lot of reviews, that has
Wi-Fi.
a discount, Wi-Fi, and also a discount on a longer stay. That's you
Mhm.
want to find. You're gonna find someone that's more worth it for you to stay for a month. Or
Actually, guys, I'm crazy. I've always read the whole review, even the review is like 25, 30. Because sometimes you're gonna find some stuff there that
Mhm.
the host will fight back with the commenter. Like the person complains, one person complained, and the host is like going back like crazy. I was like, oh no, I'm not staying there because it's
Mhm.
like some people has issue, and I usually give a good review. Sometimes I just limit my review if it's the place is not really good, but I give a good review. I don't know. I don't bash the place because
Mhm.
it's okay sometimes. It's like I don't like
Mhm.
to let them lose their business, but I don't say too much. Like I like it,
Mhm.
but okay.
So it says Filipino, what's up? You're like the god brother I never had.
Hello,
Got you.
Imelda Generoso.
Who's there?
She said, Imelda Generoso, good morning, J and K from Las Vegas.
Okay. Where you are? You're at the bottom.
No, I'm on the same, Lisa Galendez. You forgot to read Imelda. That's why I read it on the top of it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. You definitely got to read the ladies. Not too many ladies in here.
I know.
Yeah, skip
Don't
the
miss the
ladies.
ladies.
Yeah.
We have here David Cummings said, Filipino, what's up? You're like the
Oh
god
yeah.
brother I never had. Hi, Lisa Galindez, George, and Dante Ellis. Hello, hello, hello. They say hello,
Oh, that's
Kay.
when you came in. They said, "Hey, Kay, glad to see you."
See, we're so far, guys. We're gonna be on
Yeah.
2023 before we finish
We're
this.
gonna be there soon. We're gonna be there soon. We're gonna be there soon. Might be you guys joined. Seriously, I went a little bit late today, but and Kay was actually sleeping. Kay was asleep.
No,
Like an
because we woke up
hour.
early. We woke up
Mhm.
early. We go live and we walk and then we travel back home. Jay was sleeping the whole time in the coaster, the minibus. He's sleeping
Yeah, it
like
was.
this. And Jay has a oh no moment later. You're gonna pee? All right,
No, I'm not
guys,
kidding.
let's rush reading your comment. Just kidding. We have acts of kindness inspired, helping others said, Kay, what's for dinner? Jay is inviting Mike. Mike, all I need is rice. Actually, Jay baked a chicken because I was tired today, guys. So, when we watching a movie like Do Not, I don't know, Just Look Up. It's like a new movie from Netflix where there's like comet coming to the earth. I thought it was I don't know if it's based on the real events. They said it's based on the real events. So we were watching it. It's 2 hours. I was falling asleep. That's why um I was sleeping. But anyway, Jay said he gonna bake a chicken. He prepared also a salad today. Salad with mackerel, tuna, and then mostly salad. That's what we eat for dinner. And then he wanna eat chicken, so he baked the chicken that we bought. But anyway, that's what we have for dinner. I already eat. I'm not gonna eat no more. Jay, people across the street when they see you because you're a bit jacked from exercise, especially. JD said, "Baby, people cross the street when they see you because you're a bit jacked from exercise for exercising, especially for the Philippines." Yeah, I know. Jay doesn't look like a victim. He looked like he get a victim. People, just kidding. So I actually save whenever I'm with Jay because I know nobody will, attack us or something. But soon enough, guys, I gotta learn how to fight, like do
Kay's
the
fighting now.
yeah.
Kay's fighting now. Like Kay got her 1-2s on, guys. Actually, this week we're gonna be in the gym training all week. Actually,
Yeah,
because we
I
missed
really need to lose weight,
gym.
and because of the holiday, it's too
Mm-hmm.
much food.
Kay's gonna be in
You
the
pee?
punching bag all week. No, I don't have to pee. Kay's gonna be hitting. I had to put the chicken back in the oven. Kay's gonna be hitting the punching bag all week. I want Kay to get strong enough to knock me out. Seriously, I'm gonna have Kay box me, but I'm not gonna swing back. I'm gonna have her like throwing punches at me. I want to get the head thing, and I want Kay to like hit me with punches in the face and the head. I want to see how I want to get her to where she's hitting harder. So I'm serious, Kay. I want Kay to just boom, boom, punch me, boom. I want to be able to hit me hard enough to almost knock me out. So I'm like, yeah, she's ready.
If you see Jay has a black eye here, it's because of my, this
It is
one.
gonna be
Look
because of
at
that.
this. Look at my knuckle.
But there's a guy in the gym I want to spar with, but I can't spar with him though because he's too skinny. You know the guy that's always playing doing the kickboxing. Okay,
Hmm.
you know the guy that's always doing kickboxing and kicking the bag. If I'm watching him train, I'm like, man, I would spar with him, but I would kill him. I would literally kill him. He's so
But so
skinny.
Jay is so OA when he box. You need to the trainer told me, your husband you're good in punching. You're strong. Only thing is he doesn't no focus like do, 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 do. I was like, oh my god, he's like he's also fighting back because Jay said do 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 do. It's like you need to you know
But babe, I felt he was clenching his hand. I hit the bag so hard one time.
I
He
know.
clenched his hand like, and I was like, I looked at it and I stopped punching so hard. I was like, that hurt. I felt it. I hit his hand hard. Boom! And he started putting his hand back. I was like, that's why I kept missing my punches because he was moving his hand back. I was pounding his hand hard. But let me see, Case, what's for dinner? Jay's inviting Mike. All I need
I
is
read
rice.
it already, baby.
Okay. I've driven a 1997 GMC here in US since 90. Why buy a new one if it still runs? That's the thing. Like I'm one person like that too. I would like that. Like I told Kay all the time, right, Kay? I see old Toyotas, Hondas. What cars I get more excited over, okay? The old Toyotas and Hondas. I see the
Mm.
guys with old Toyota. I'm like, oh man, what year is that? Oh wow. No, because those cars last forever. Filipinos can carry pistols and handguns in public while acquiring permit to carry, just like here. Yeah, I didn't know that, but figures though. But Filipinos usually, you probably wouldn't know, but Filipinos usually don't need to carry weapons. Well, actually, where I am though, I'm not sure in other provinces where it's crazy at. I'm not in the province where it's crazy. Just dividend on 1,060K a year. Just live on interest. Yeah, that's a good point. I got a 1 acre compound in the province of Davao with a nice size, one level home, plus a machine repair shop for less than 100 for the next 20 years. Just have to do the research and legwork. Yeah, no, it's like that. No, you're right. 'Cause I'm working on getting myself right now. I have land. I have land now, but I'm working on getting myself farmland. And I want at least a couple of hectares. Not a couple of hectares. I want like at least like 2 or 3 hectares. I built a house for 10,000, not counting having the electricity hooked up for my mother-in-law. Let me see. Yeah, I've been there for years. Keep it up. One day I will visit and stay myself. Let me see. Guns in America have been hard pressed. They are no longer for hunting or self protection. They are used by bullies who cannot knuckle. And that's true, Terry Fleming. That's true. So I know what you're saying. I remember when it changed over. It changed over a lot in the 90s. Late 80s too. Actually, people have been using guns even before that, but still, it really changed over in the 90s. The 80s were like the last time of fighting and knuckling up. Happy and wild, AJ. Let the fro grow. Oh no, I can't let the fro grow, man.
What's
I can't
pro?
let the
Ah, the
afro.
hair.
Yeah, I can't let the fro grow. I like the professional look more. I would invest more into crypto. Wish you more props from Jay.
Thank you, Imelda Hinoso.
Did you ever own a scooter or avoided to have the risk of crashing and getting hurt? That's exactly what I did. You said it right, JD. I'm gonna get one now in the province. You said it perfectly right. I was not gonna get a scooter in Manila. There's too many hazards in Manila, and I don't want to kill myself. But in the province, I'm gonna get one. I may get one in a week or two. It's different. It's more open road on a road where nobody cut me off the road. If you're a Filipino and you want to have a gun in the
He need to
Philippines,
get his license first because in
fire
motorcycle they also need to have a license in driving it.
and if some breaks into your home, you shoot. You give the gun to her and so on. We see a hey George Smart. Environment dictates outcome. Yeah, it does. Philippines is gonna be a wrap. Jane K, can you invest in the Filipino pesos? Live that way, just got a question. Just a question I'm asking. Can you invest in the Filipino pesos? I don't know what you mean by investing in Filipino pesos. Clear it up for me a little bit. I don't want to take the shot, but do you think that men should have to do it to leave US? It's like I've read this already.
Yeah, you read it already because that's the super chat. That's why you read it already.
Now, what's going on, brother? I mean, to put men, I mean, what does being black got to do with taking a jabber? Okay, Mayank allowing, but I know what you're saying though. I know what he was saying though. Yeah, but being black has nothing to do with it. He's saying like as black men should travel.
Yeah.
He's probably saying it because I'm a black man. Well, it depends. I would think so. If you're a guy though, if you're a black man that doesn't want to do it, or any man that doesn't want to do it, I would say don't. But if you want to do it to travel, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do it to move around freely. That's why I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have to go back to the U.S. So I can't even get back in if I don't have it. So yeah, that's what's happening. There's a course for Filipino. How much does it cost for a Filipino to get a driver's license? And this their driving school. If so, how much for the class? Actually, I was trying to get Kay to look up the driving school. I was in there. The classes, I don't necessarily remember the classes. I looked at it. Remember, Kay, I was trying to get you. I was looking at a Passig, and I tried to
Mm-hmm.
get Kay to go look at it again, but we couldn't. But I'm going
They
to go
now
there.
just search it online because actually if you search driving class if where she is located right now,
Mhm.
driving class in Cebu, something like that, there's going to be a lot of result in Google, and it
Yeah,
will give you some list of companies that doing the driving class as well, so it will give the prices for you because usually those information you see in Google use most of the time they're accurate, but the best thing you need to do is to call them up because most of them answer the phone anyway, and to ask them the information that needed, like how much it costs for you to have an idea as well before you send the money to your I think it's fiance already or you're married already. But
hmm
anyway, yeah, but it's around 25K I think, but it's not mistaken, like around 25K. I think I can remember it's around 25K for the driving lesson.
hmm
So that was way back, so I'm not
That's
sure
probably for a
now.
package, Kay. That's probably for a package.
Hmm.
25K is definitely for a package. That's for a full package. It's less than that. Okay, that's expensive. 25K.
All right, I'm gonna search it right now.
Yeah, it's expensive. You can buy packages for way less. Cause I'm gonna need a package because I'm gonna use their car to take my driver's license test out here, which I'm gonna pass with flying colors anyway. Which shots do you have to get into the well? Any you can get anything that all Phase Life said, Moderna, Pfizer, the Johnson and Johnson, anything you want to get here. Do your research. I say do your research first, because like even Filipinos won't just get any shot. So you have to do your research and see what shot you want to get. And then it all depends on you. Rugs, that's why you can't get anyone on of the shots. And you're good. Yeah, you can get any one of the shots and you're good to go. Exactly. Don't you? If you're a lifer, no need, no V. Well, I'm not getting it yet but I'm gonna need it to move over and I have to move around. So I'm gonna have to get it. 'Cause I gotta go back to the States. I'm gonna have to get it in order to go back to the States. I got the
So
booster
I'm
from
gonna read
the
it right now.
heard it
The
too. Go ahead.
cost.
Yeah, okay. Read it, read it.
So this one, guys, is the driving class LTO or land transportation office required 15 hour, at least 15 hour for the lesson. So it depends on the car. So for example, sedan and manual, 3,200 starting 5 hours minimum, 3,200. If it's sedan automatic, is 6,000. This is premium course. If it's like MPB automatic, 7,200. If it's executive course, is like around 9,000 to 8,400 starting price for 5 hours. So it depends on the I know this one is smart driving school. They have training center course from 2.5, premium course 3.2, and I don't know how many hours is that. So it depends on what driving class you're gonna go to. For example, this one, another one, Excel Driving School. They have from 2,000 for manual car, 2,000 to 27,000. For automatic is 4,000 to 43,000. So it depends on how many hours you're doing driving lesson. But this
Mhm.
is the starting price is for 5 hours minimum. So from 2,000, I think the 2,000 is 5 hours, or but they says here LTO required at least 15 hour of how much driving course in LTO? LTO is 15 hour, theoretical driving course is free. I don't know. I'm sorry. Wait lang. Yeah,
From
that's what it says here. It should be like at least 10 to 15 hours.
mhm.
It depends on your it depends on your level, because if your girl can drive already, just to get a license you need to do the driving lesson.
Yeah.
She can
She
learn in
may need
five
more.
hours.
She may need more lessons.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like Kay, I'm gonna teach Kay myself. I'm gonna teach Kay myself. I think I'll give her better lessons. Well, it'll be free too. But I'm gonna give Kay shock treatment. Like throw Kay on the highway before she's ready, and tell her the break is her best friend. Because the highways out here is different. Only thing is she's gonna have to make friends with the side of the road. Because out here people do faster than the highway out there. Somebody be on the highway doing 90 miles an hour. Even though 90 miles an hour, that's what probably 100 and something kilometers an hour. So I have her making friends to hug the side of the road. Let me see here. Thanks for the super chat, Drew Knight. Thanks a lot for the
Thanks for
super
the
chat.
super chat. Happy New Year, Drew.
Envy said, I'm not a needle guy, all hurts to me. Foreigner can have negative tests or must have vax. All foreigners coming in must have vax. All foreigners coming in must have the vaccine. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Filipinos can come in with a negative test. Even without a negative test, Filipino can come in. But foreigners must have the vax. While applying in the Philippines, did you need an FBI background check? That's when we required documents for the 13. It's like we're reading the same things over again.
Now, if you read the super chat, meaning you read that already.
I didn't read the super chat yet.
Oh, okay.
I
So we
believe
have here.
Jim Eric.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna check it.
I don't know where you are, but I'm just reading. Lisa Galendez said, "What shots do you have to get to enter the Philippines?" Well, I think any shot. The only thing is leaving the Philippines. If you want to go back to, I suggest just get the Pfizer or Moderna or
Yeah,
Johnson and Johnson. That's the one that's accepted in other country. But you already, I think Lisa is in US right now, right? I'm not
yeah.
sure if she's in US, but she's outside the country. So I'm not sure. You can enter in the Philippines in, I think, in any vaccine, because they accept Sinovac,
Mm-hmm,
AstraZeneca.
mm-hmm. 50K a year. Oh man, what are you trying to do in the Philippines? 50K. I live off 10,000 a year. Actually, probably more than 10. I probably live off 12. I would say 12 to 13. Um, so yeah, if I'm living on 12 to 13, and I'm still chubby. You see, Kate don't look like she needs any food. Case, we in shape, but we still got. You can tell we full of meat in our bodies, so we're eating. So and that ten
You
to
act like
13,000 a year is for me and Kay. So
the way you say full of
no,
meat,
no,
like we are people ready to eat us. We're full of
no,
meat.
we're eating. Yeah, we're full of meat. Yeah, people can eat us. People can eat us and live for a good month probably. If they freeze up our body parts, eat a little bit at a time. They can eat us and live for a month. But no. So I think you said 20K and above is well established. What like 20K and above? You're living in Makati. 20K and above, you're living in not forget Makati. You're living in oh shit. I'm trying to put it together. Like for instance, out here in the Philippines, right, guys, in certain places, they have places that are like 30,000 for rent. You're living like that, and so for 600 $30,600, $600, living in top notch condo, top notch security, living in one of those buildings where they got the guards that are opening your door with the extra smile. Like the guards are usually like in the Philippines, top flight security for 30,000 pesos a month for rent. You got guards who's like, "Hi, sir. Would you like some coffee, sir?" Seriously, if anybody, I'm sure you guys know what I mean. You stand in places in Makati, even when we wasn't past it, kid. That's like they stand in the area over across the street from SM Hypermarket. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of those buildings, right? Oh, you staying in Pasig? It was what also by like the mall. You're staying in areas like that. You're staying in Makati. You're staying in BGC, the best part of BGC, where like all of the main shops are. You're staying there, and that's the place where everything is happening at. You're staying in a happening area in the Philippines, and there's a lot of happening areas in the Philippines. You'd be shocked. Whether
Thank
you're
you for the
there,
super chat, Big Man
yeah, thanks a lot.
7917.
Thanks a lot, Big Man 7917. I'm not getting either. I'll just get a negative COVID test to enter. I'll wait till COVID mess go away. Big Man 7917 is never going away, man. It's gonna be here for years to come. Because this is sad, man. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm getting tired of this thing. Depends where you live, but you won't get an SRV, maybe a 13-day visa for that. Yeah, you gotta come here to get it, to get the SRV. But that's what I'm saying. If you guys get here and you really want to stay, but you don't want to get married to a Filipina, that's what you do. How many years can you live with 100K US there? Well, if you cut it close, I say to be safe, 6, 7 years. 7 years. If you want to live good, 7 years. You want to scrape? You want to scrape the plate? You can live out here for 20 years with 100K. Seriously. If you want to scrape the plate, 20 years. If you're one of those guys that are like, oh, I want my rent to be $100 a month. I just want to eat the food I can, and I want to have just enough, and I don't care about traveling. Yeah, you come out here and live for 20 years, 100K. Because Filipino, you get Filipino 100,000. Filipinos living for the rest of their life with 100K. Because you have to think about what a Filipino makes. Filipino don't make. Oof, Filipino makes nothing compared to what you guys are coming out here with. So yeah, you can live for a long time. But still, I would say for you, Joe Tom, I don't know how you want to come out here and live. But if you want to come out here and live decent, you live real good, 7 years. 7 years. You live like me, I live a little bit under. Actually, I live real good too, and I live on 10 to 13,000. So me, maybe 8 years, 9 years, and that's with feeding K. I think you can do 8, 9 years too. David Cummings, you
That's
can look
for
at
2 packs, guys. 2 packs. It's
yeah,
like you
people, yeah.
two
With kids
persons.
now, with kids, you come in here having kids, that cost goes up.
Yeah, you're gonna cost more,
100,000.
especially if I'm not gonna breastfeed, but I'll try if I can. I can breastfeed. That'll be good to breastfeed the kids, so it's close to your heart,
Mhm.
to your son and daughter.
Yeah.
Why your voice is so low? I think because you have no headset. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
So
are you now, Jay?
to leave the U.S., we may need an address to say you live somewhere else. Well, I don't think so. I didn't need one. I didn't need one. I didn't need an address to say I live somewhere else. My two best friends are two black guys that are like brothers to me. Have you ever experienced racism in the Philippines? Well, me and my two friends to return to the Philippines. Well, no, you will never, ever, 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 ever experience it. Filipinos give themselves racism. They're too busy giving themselves racism to give it to black people. And what I mean by that
Maybe
is,
there's a chance. It depends if you're going to the province. There's some kids, usually kids like they're gonna call you like the N word or the other N word, but it's not really too much. But if I don't know, there's some, but it's like maybe there's some percentage, maybe like 1, 2, 3%, but mostly there's no that much racism.
mhm,
Well, as Jay experienced and the rest of the people that we know, but
yeah,
yeah.
our face that said I have an auntie and a bunch of cousins in Mindoro. Kay's whole family's here. We about to put them in the vlogs, guys. We have
Can
fun
you
with them.
put the message you're reading and the screen so I can see? Because I don't know where you are.
Right here. I have an auntie and a bunch of cousins in Mindoro.
Mm.
Hopefully, don't force us to get chipped up to travel. They do that, I would say don't come. They start chipping us up, but I don't know. We don't know what's in those vaccines, though, right? We don't know what's in them. It could be chips. We don't know. I won't be shocked if it is. You know, that's why some people put it to their arm, the metals, different detectors, and it's rare enough that they got a metal in their arm. You know, you don't need to get chipped. We already got SSNs.
Thanks for the super chat, big man.
Yeah, thanks for super chat, Big Man 7917. Big Man 7917 is activated now. Thanks for love.
He said, Jay, have you encountered this utang na loob? You know utang na loob, right?
Huh?
You know
What?
utang na loob.
No, I don't.
Utang na loob is something like it's not camaraderie. Is it camaraderie? Like for example, I you ask for a favor and you feel like I have some you need to give something in return. Like I have utang na loob to you. For example,
Oh,
you
yeah,
ask a favor.
I see it with Kay. I haven't experienced it myself. I usually if I do a favor, it's not I don't expect it back, but I don't necessarily do favors like that. So it's weird. It's a weird situation. Like I've seen it with Kay and her friend though. Like for instance, uh, Kay did something for no Kay's friend gave her a we were out here before we came to Calipan. Kay's friend gave her a hotel stay for 2 nights, right? And so then what Kay did was Kay prepared her what she had. Kay I think Kay paid her for 1 night, and then also Kay gave her a gift after that. So it was kind of like a little time to like, oh, but
Yeah, I know.
it's really only done with people that you're really close to, really. So that I don't think that really counted because her Kay and her are close, and they were like real close in Thailand. So that was different. But me, I've never really experienced it. Like I've never been in a situation to experience that with somebody out here in the Philippines. Because how can I say it? I don't really need for nothing. And usually what happens is if somebody it'd be somebody else that I need for something, and then me and Kay would just give to them. And usually we give as much as we don't expect back. So if we give somebody something, we don't expect it back usually. We don't give it to them thinking we're gonna get something back. Jay's a good example to people to encouraging how important is exercise. Wish you have your own gym someday. Yeah, that's my plan actually. I would love to have my own gym actually here in the Philippines. I would love to have it. I would love to have my own gym in the Philippines. And what I would do in there, I would do mostly like um, I would do weights there, and mostly like aerobics class and stuff like that, like the stuff women do to lose weight. That kind of stuff, like insanity and stuff like that, that's the stuff that shoots weight off of you. that kind of stuff. Like the high intensity training, hit like a lot of hit training. I'll do like a lot of hit classes in my gym. Did you guys ever train Filipino martial arts? Well, no, we actually yeah, well, we're in the gym right now that does Filipino martial arts. Not really Filipino martial arts. It does Muay Thai, but yeah, we're gym now that does that. But thanks. I've never really seen racism in Filipinos. I wish America wasn't going backwards. Looking forward to retirement in the Philippines. And that's the good thing, guys. Like, it's not really like I remember I had a Filipino kid say to me, "What's up, my nigga?" one time. And I looked at him like he was crazy. I'm like, I don't talk like that. I told him like that's not how I talk. And you'll find a lot of black people don't talk like that anymore. I should have schooled him more because he obviously didn't know. He must have seen. I don't know what he's seen, but people talk like that. Jay, what's your boxing weight class? I'm at I think what 95 kilos. I'm really supposed to be lower than that, but I think I'm at 90 kilos, 95 kilos. I gained weight again. But it's mostly in bigness. I gained it. I didn't gain it back in fatness, so it's mostly in bigness now. It's not just the big fat stomach I was before from drinking. Yeah. Do you look like heavy? Yeah, I am light heavyweight right now. I am light heavyweight. I've never seen no racism 2 times I was there. How much does it cost for Filipino? I'm not reading the same comment. Let's keep going down. Jay slimming down. Anybody has those caramel bars and mango bars from Red Ribbon? I've tried them, but you don't see much. The best bars they have, actually, guys, are those bars at what's the name of that place, Kay? That Get On
Where?
Time? Huh? The chicken place. What's the chicken place? I don't like the food, but I like the caramel bars.
Popeye?
Not Popeyes. No, not Popeyes.
What?
Not Magasaw. What's the name of the chicken
Chow
place?
King.
Not Chow King. The other one. It's
What
it's
they're
fried
selling?
chicken. The Chinese fried chicken.
Chow King, babe.
No, it's not Chow King. It's not. I'm trying to think. It's not. What's the name? It's not. Remember the one that had the laing, but the other one,
Okay.
the opposite of that. It was the one we used to get the laing from that don't have it no more.
Yeah, I know. I forgot the name.
And then it was the other opposite of them.
Hmm?
Oh, let me see. I'm fine
Kenny
right now.
Rogers.
Not Kenny Rogers.
I forgot the name, guys. The popular for Filipino, they're selling Filipino food most of the time. I forgot the name, guys. Let me read the comment while Jay is reading that stuff.
Don't worry about it.
The new Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Everyone. That's the one we just watched. Happy New Year, JNK from Bigman7917. Tinikling time. Thank you for the super chat as well. Fuchsia said, "Yo, Happy New Year's, JNK. I'm late to the party. Yes, 20 push-up." Just checking in. Right? Happy New Year from Drew Knight. Duan, hello sis Duan.
Yes,
Lisa
Dawn. How you
Galindez.
doing?
Yes, Ash is US. Huh?
How's it going?
All right, we have here JNK, Happy New Year's 2022. Hope you make more years of Black Filipino show. Thanks, guys. Love your show. Thank you so much, Jose. And
It's
then
Max's.
Max. I don't like Max not much.
No, Max's. No, it's not. I don't like Max's that much either. But they have the best caramel bars in the Philippines, guys. They
The camera bars.
Yeah. Oh man, Jay slimming down so we starting to look like Obama. But actually, I'm getting chubby again. I gotta lose weight again. I'm gonna do the Insanity Beach Body. I'm starting that this week. I'm starting the Insanity Beach Body on Wednesday. And Kay's gonna do it too, guys. Me and Kay gonna get so fit. We're gonna be doing boxing. We're gonna get so fit. It's gonna
Getting ready for summer. Getting ready for summer.
Yeah, getting ready for summer. What's the wait time for a 1 hour consultation with you and Kay? Well, there's no wait time actually. Just email me and we'll let you know when you can do that. Tinkling time. What's up, my favorite friend Jay? Have you had a chance to check out that money making course as a digital marketer? No, I haven't had a chance to check it out. I don't know what course you're talking about. The money making course you're talking about. Happy New Year, J and K. I'm late to the party. Okay.
Yeah, I read that already.
Okay, yeah. We're
So
gonna
we
average
are,
price of 2,182 euro for a driver license in Germany. What? What? That's crazy. J and K. Happy New Year, 2022. Hope you make more years of Black Filipino. You said you read that already. I'm bugging.
yeah.
Okay, we go
We
down a
have
little bit.
K Reeves said Happy New Year. We have George
Yeah, Happy New Year.
20K as in PHP or dollars. That's PHP. I think that's a driver, but I think it depends on the if your girlfriend is good in driving, they can have 5 hour. I don't know how many hours LT are required for you to give the license. I see 15 hours, but I think that's not the one. That's free. But anyway, that's pesos. DJ Underground, hello Sean. I'm just stopping by for a second to say hello, J and K. We have RC Life. You gonna be waiting till the end of time. Then I am going nowhere, Jack. I like Makati, Bigman 7917. Tagig nice too. Yeah, Tagig is very nice because if you are a walker, it's nice to walk around, to jog around, and it's a very big street too. And the place is nice too, especially Tagig. I like Tagig more than Makati, but Makati is nice too. And hello to everyone in the room from DJ Underground. Let's go faster, guys, so we're able to read until the bottom. Yeah, Makat is the stay there for a few times. Fuchsia's K looks like she lost some weight. Yeah, a little bit. Fuchsia's. I gained a little because when Jay start working night shift again, I am awake until he almost finished working. But I will try this time to sleep at least 3, wake up early than him. I can edit some video because sometimes I'm pushing myself. I was sort of like this, and then I'm ending up snacking just to be awake. So I need to stop
Yeah.
doing that. It's, that's my new way for to be awake. So I will stop doing that. No stacking at night for me. But I did lose some weight. I did lose some weight. Hi, the Wallace Live. Hello, JNK. Taguig got the best nightclubs from Big 9717.
Yeah, it does.
You want me to keep reading?
Yeah, keep going.
RF
Look,
RFC Life. I don't know how RFC Life. I don't know how to read his name, but I saw some bad Aspinais in Makati too, going back and forth to work. Find them a mofo. Find
mhm.
them mofo.
They are there.
There's a lot of office girls in Makati, in Taguig. Those are if you
That's where the girls
wanna,
with money's at.
yeah.
You get one of those, you get money. You ain't got to worry about nobody asking you for nothing.
Some
But
people is working in a call centers too.
yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Chasdale B.
Oh
Hello,
man,
Jen K.
guys,
Sis
and
K, you look
K,
really
don't get
tired
mad
and
at me, but
sleepy.
the girls in the call centers. K knows. K worked them one.
Mm-hmm.
The girls are in the call centers. You know, it's just that the only thing with the call centers, that every call center anywhere in the world is like high school. What's going on, Chaz? B?
It says, Sis K, you look really tired. No, I just
She
woke
is.
up, sis. I was sleeping while watching the Don't Look Up or Look Up, something like that. The Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know if it's real. Is it a real movie? Because they said it's based on the true
No,
events.
I remember years ago something happened like they were trying to they said it was a comet gonna hit Earth. You guys remember when that happened? Years ago, but I don't know how true the story was. Like the story plot. I don't remember like I was so much in the fog years ago when those stories were out, I don't remember really none of it. 'Cause I was
I
drinking
will
every day.
search about it if it's really real because the end of the story is like I don't like to give you guys and I want you to watch it if you like. I'm not gonna tell you the end, but anyway, yeah, it
You know,
was
a lot of
okay.
times they add fakeness in the story. Let me see.
I just switched to my okay. We have here. Danelle said, I'm gonna help my Filipina and her mother, my mother-in-law, get their driver's license. It's hard me to see my Filipina's mom has never driven a car in her lifetime. Okay. So if like that, Danelle, I suggest you search online for the best driving school around the area where your girl and your mother-in-law's leaving. So they're already married. So yeah, search so you will have an idea how much it costs, how long, or how much you're gonna spend for all of it. Filipinos has class season. I just sat there and watched walk by, sipping on some San Miguel, hollered at a few here and there from RC for life. How do you read it? RFA C life. You searching something?
Yeah, I'm still gonna tell me. You said who? Oh, Face
K
Life.
Rib. K Rib is asking what is utang na loob and why they say it. Sometimes they say utang na loob is like I think we explained it earlier, like something like um they did something, a favor for you, and you feel like you need to return the favor. That's like utang na loob. So sometimes when some people fight, they said, oh, you have no utang na loob for me, like I did everything, I helped you a lot, no utang na loob. Yeah, so sometimes they do that when they usually fight, the family, they fight and they say the utang na loob words, because it's like if my sister put me in school because my parents can't put me in school, and then I after I graduated, I just didn't look back. That's what they say utang na loob. But usually, it depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on the way you're gonna use it.
Yeah, but that so a lot of times people tell me like, oh, may not even happen here because you help people and then they may not appreciate it. So that's the story for that time. That place for the
Oh,
rich and wicked.
he said the same thing. He said, so it's like a favor. I help you and now you don't help me. Yeah, yeah, something
Yeah,
like
same
that.
thing. Yep.
So it's not really good. The utang na loob is not really, if you help, you don't need to ask for favor in return. Like sometimes it's in your inside, you don't need to say to the person, because what's the purpose of helping? And then you gotta think like, is he going to help me too? Like
Yeah,
it should be like it's better to give than to receive, like you giving it without expecting anything in return.
yeah,
But
yeah.
sometimes it happens to the family member or even just friend. So it's not really good, but I don't know. What can you say about utang na loob, Jay?
Well, everything you said, I said it already.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it should be held more everywhere. Because a lot of times, only thing though with Kay and myself, we both are people that give and don't expect back. So a lot of people don't keep it like how me and Kay would keep it. But I don't expect everybody to be like me and Kay. So that's how it is, though. We'll be alright. We'll get it back one day.
Max Caramel Bar. Yes, he's the one. Jay loves the Max Caramel Bar. He
Oh
always
man,
visit
just
Max
one.
and you want to
Have you
buy
ever
that one.
had Max's Caramel Bar? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. Oh man, melts. It's like it melts. You eat it, it's like if nobody knows, if you like sweets, if you guys like sweets, you have to get a box of Max Caramel bars, like the 10 piece or the 20-piece box. Guys, you can eat the whole box in one day. Watch. Get
It's
that box.
Jay only, guys. It's Jay only. He
Yo,
likes the
get that Max
caramel.
Caramel box. You can eat it and be like, oh, it's sweet though, but it's good. You're gonna tear it up. And K Dallas, you said it. I would love to do something like that, but a lot of people will participate. And this is something that people need to do. He said, we need to play the biggest loser. We all lose away for the new year. That's
Mm-hmm.
true. That's something to play, but people will keep it up. There'll be a couple people playing it, and a couple people won't be playing it, and it won't be fun. Because what's going to happen is, say, I'll mess around and lose 25 pounds, and then Kay lose 20 pounds, and then you may lose 10, and somebody else is going to, may lose 20, or you may lose 30 or 40, and somebody else is not going to lose nothing.
Yeah,
And
I know. Because sometimes it's also in weight, but sometimes it depends on your body frame too, because you lose weight and then it's like it's hanging here, but it's like you need to do exercise too. What I'm trying to say is, um, some people their weight is like, for example, my weight is 60, right? And then the person is 65, but they look better than me because
Yeah,
the
like
body
that. True.
shape, like the way it looks,
True.
it depends on the person, but it depends
It's
on the
true.
weight too. Where the weight went to, the weight went to the butt, the weight went to the the other part of your body,
Plus, a person like me, I'm not really trying to lose my weight. I actually would rather gain weight because now my weight would be much better. My weight because I don't drink, so my weight would be proportioned differently before. Like my weight was proportioned in the gut. I had a Filipino body, a Filipino drinker body. Everybody knows what I mean. Americans have it too.
They said crispy adobo, Big Man. Mang Inasal and Max restaurant from John Thomas is a good food. Yeah, we like Man Inasal here in the province, but in Manila, it's like it's too full and sometimes it's not clean no more. But here, the Mang Inasal is good. There's some in Manila, but it's like it's too many people and. Remember, babe, when we go back to process your NBI clearance, we went to Mang Inasal there last December, and then the Mang Inasal is so dirty. the
Yeah.
it's the workers too. It's not even the Mang Inasal itself. It's the workers that irresponsible that doesn't clean the back place near the toilet because there's no space to sit down no more. And remember, it's too dirty. Like the table is not it's not clean yet, and the back is like it's still wet on the floor. So and the chicken is not like it's not the same like with other Mang Inasal. But here in Calapan, guys, the Mang Inasal here, they cook the
It is.
same thing all over again. It's so delicious.
Mhm. Okay, question for you.
What?
Do either of you know much about General Trias or Das
Cavite?
Marinas? Yeah, because I haven't. I've been it. I've been to Cavite, but I don't know much about Cavite.
Not really. I hear Dasmariñas Cavite and General Trias Cavite, but I never been there too, so I'm not really familiar what else you can see in the Dasmariñas. But the good thing about it is near in Manila, guys. So, but I'm not really familiar with Dasmariñas Cavite
Because it was far
and
off
General
from where
Trias.
we were living.
Huh?
Cavite. It was
What happened?
close. It was
Your
close where
voice is so
we,
low, babe.
no, it's close where we were staying, but it was far off from where we were staying. Like we were personally living at. We didn't live like close to it, so we weren't really near that area.
The good thing about Cavite, it's near in Tagaytay. So if you want to
Yeah.
visit Tagaytay, it's close to Tagaytay. Laguna, very close to Laguna. There's a lot of river and nice places to visit in Laguna. So I don't know what's the question about Las Marinas. Who's just trying to ask?
Doc Stallion.
What he said.
You probably know somebody over there.
Ah, okay.
But
Big
he said,
man, thank you for the super chat,
"Thanks for super
Tinikling.
chatting,
Let's
man. Shout out, what's
go.
up? I appreciate it." He said,
He has
"Joe,
a
he said,
question,
be
babe.
fruitful and multiply." What's the question? Let me see.
Have you
Have
been
you
to
been,
Mayon? Yeah, go ahead, baby. Read the
have you
question
been
for
to
ano.
Mayon and Legazpi? I went before it erupted. Let me see. Let me post it. Hold up. Have you went to Mayon and Legazpi? I went before it erupted. I rode an ATV to see it close. That fresh coconut. Never been there. Never been there. Me and Kate got and so our phase life knows what I'm talking about. He said, "I know how you feel. Them caramel bars is the ish, and it sure is. It is, and it's really good. And you guys, I'm telling you, when you get to the Philippines, go to Max's, get an order of those caramel bars. But if you're a
You
person
make
that's a
me. They want to make people fat.
no, no, that's what I'm about to say. If you got like sweets, don't get them. If you got it isn't mind, like say having something after a meal, or you can manage and not eat them all. But if you a sweet head, you can eat them all in one sitting. I'm telling you, you can taste them like it's gonna be like something you never tasted before in your life. I'm telling you. You see, our face life knows what I'm talking about.
I
You're
said,
gonna go.
don't get mad at JK. I'm not mad. Why did he say that?
I know probably you probably made one of your faces. Kay has a thing when she makes faces like she's pissed off, but she not. K's a buttercup. I get
Mhm.
K so much, guys, in this house. You guys don't even know. Can't make them family, man. Shut up. But K's a doll. K's a doll.
What?
K's
A
a softie.
dog?
You're a doll. You're a softie. Usually, you notice that guys usually. Well, that's why it was like that with me. Usually, a woman. I never had a problem even when I was in the states. The woman get attitude. Even when I'm dealing with black women, they were always like putty in my hands. You know, because women usually that act hard is the softest woman ever.
Jay is during the New Year, guys. Jay is like he's eating some food. Like, okay, eat this. I said, I'm not gonna eat right now. No, open your mouth. What is this? I'm a
Yeah,
baby. Open your
yeah,
mouth. I said, no, no. And my sister is looking
yeah,
at. It. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so
yes,
shy. And he's
yeah,
like, open your mouth.
yeah,
Feeding me. I said, I'm not eating it right now. Later.
yeah,
No, right now. Oh my
yeah.
gulay.
That's right. And then then you smack you go in the butt saying, do it now. Grab a butt, nice and tight, not too hard though.
Baby.
Look, what you want, baby? That's what I do.
Jay's announcement. Announcement.
Yeah, she do. Open your mouth now, and then she do it. What?
Oh. The girls at the ticket counters at the airports too. Maganda. Oh yeah, girls in the ticket counters in the
Oh yeah,
airport.
yeah,
They're all
yeah.
pretty. One time I asked the lady in the cashier too in Gustan. I said I said, Ate, do you have any requirements here? The height requirements. You need to be pretty. She said, no, ma'am. It's not really like that here in
It seems
Gustan's.
like it is because all the girls look the same. Not Russians, not Russians. In SM, it's like that. It's like a. But she said it is though. Remember? We asked the girl who says the requirement. She said yes, it's height requirement. It's like look requirement. She said it is.
I think at least it's five. Five
Yeah,
flat and
five. Yeah, it
above.
was like 5 foot and over, and like a certain look. She said no, it is. It is. It can't be too fat. I was like, yeah, it makes sense because all the girls there are slim. It's funny, like it's like all of the women there watch. Like they have like the man manager say, no, you have to be fit, feminine, and friendly in order to work. And if you don't get a job. It's really like that in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of establishments are like that. And so then you go in there, all the girls uniform. Like it's like that. Think about it. In the airplane, it's like that. Like you guys said, sometimes you be in airlines. So the women have like a certain code. It's like that in the Philippines. Like you have to be a certain way, have a certain look, and a certain prettiness too, or you won't get a job to work in the airlines. You won't get a job to work in certain grocery stores. You won't get hired. They'll let you go work at McDonald's. Anybody can go there, but but McDonald's pays though. That's the crazy thing. You work at McDonald's, you get paid. But in the Philippines, those are all uniform, woman, everything. Okay, he said, "Dog, we know he loves you. Of course, I love K. Guys, I embarrass K a lot. I'll be real. I embarrass K a lot. Like we'd be in a store, and I start harassing K in front of.
Baby.
I
Jace,
do.
that's a private. Just
Okay,
the
I won't
two.
say that.
Just the two of us.
I won't say that. But
Announcement.
no, they showcase some, some loving. No, I gotta tell it. No, because Bouquet don't like. We be in a store and I just grab a booty, and she look around like she like, "Babe." Look around like,
No.
I don't care if somebody see me, because I really don't care. What?
Yeah, I know. It's like people.
No,
You
you know
don't
what?
like
That's
other
okay.
people. Like, oh, this. The
That's okay. I said, Kay, I got the papers to the booty. I said, you my wife. I have the papers to the booty. That's my booty.
no,
I
because
own
you know when we see before when we're walking in the. I know you look at the foreigner holding the butt of the girl. So I was thinking people gonna see it like, oh, you see
I don't care
the
who see.
couple. No, it's like, you know, it's private. I know, private.
Well, no, well, see, the thing is, though, what Kay doesn't understand, see, as a man, and I think all men should be like this. Um, You gotta do stuff like that to your lady. You gotta be in public, just grab her by the face, like hard too, like just start kissing in the mouth. You know, like stuff like that. Like woman's like, oh yeah. Even though Katie like trying to pull away, she like it. She like, it works. Just grab them,
No.
grab their butt, grab them, start filing on them. Women like that stuff. They do. Women do. Women like being harassed by men. Of course, women want to feel like their man wants them. So you grab them crazy areas and like right in public, like especially when a lot of women not used to having guys like that. So if a guy is like brave, like they're like, oh, just grab you, start kissing you anyway, grab you and fondle you up in public. It's wild, but that's no, it works. It works. What's going on, Brooklyn Finance? How you doing? It's not a vaccine. It's a experimental drug. Maybe. Big man 797. What you prefer, lumpia or balutes? Lumpia all day long. Lumpia.
Yeah.
I'll take lumpia any day. My favorite though, guys, was the toge right here.
Yeah, he likes a toge now with
Lumpia
veggies.
toge.
Toge.
Lumpia toge. It's like egg roll. If anybody likes egg rolls,
Filipino, lumpiang
lumpia
toge.
toge. You get with the sweet and sour sauce. That's like getting it with
Thanks,
the duck
Lisa.
sauce in the Chinese restaurant, but better. It's only fresh at the one at Nelda's. Oh man, they make the lumpiang toge with the sweet and sour sauce, and it's like 68 pesos, guys. It's like a little more than dollar, and then they give you 3 pieces, right? It's delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, Kay is taking that. When is she gonna stop? And I stopped. I had to, you gotta let it go. But anyway, maybe in Shanghai, it's all right, but toge is the best because the toge has the like the same one they put in the in egg rolls in U.S. The same kind of leaves too, because I think lumpiang toge is like really a Chinese dish, right, kid?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. I
Let
think
me
it is.
let me search it because we're already in the bottom of the
Yeah, we
anyway.
already talked about
Lumpiang toge.
it. Let me see. I gotta show you. Let me see. Let me find a picture of it. I gotta
Are you
show you.
search it while I'm reading finishing the comment now. Thank you for the super chat, Big Man Laing. Oh. Food time. Laing or shawarma? Baby. Big
Huh?
Man said laing or shawarma. Thank you for the super chat.
Laing, Laing, Laing with I love. Okay, he said it wrong. I love Laing. Laing with no pork. Laing with no pork.
Yeah, he loves laing, guys. I don't
Love Laing.
make that normal because I put it's when I make laing, it's really like spicy and too much seasoning, and
Yeah.
it's for me it's salty now. But we
Mhm.
ate that outside too. We ate this in Anahaw, guys. OMG, so delicious the laing they have there.
I'm gonna show you guys this right now. Hold up. I'm
Okay.
sure it's like it's the vegetable egg roll. It's the same thing. I'll show you guys. Now
Lisa Galende said, "No,
you guys
K."
don't
He
like this.
said, "Dal."
You
We
see
know
this
he
here?
loves you. Oh
This
yeah.
is toge. Here, guys, delicious. It's an egg roll, right? It's a vegetable egg roll, pretty much.
No,
The
because the vegetable egg, the roll is made of egg. That's
only
why they
thing
call
that
it.
the one that they make at the other restaurant don't have the bean sprouts. It has the. This looks like beans. It don't have the beans, the green beans in it, but it has the carrots, the cabbage, the bean sprouts. Same thing with Chinese egg roll. I think it's a Chinese dish. I think it's not necessarily Filipino. I think it's a Chinese dish, but it's delicious, guys. The same as what's the name, but yeah, that's veggie egg roll, exactly. Delicious.
Baby RC Life and the one Quinto say, now I'm cravings for it. The one likes that too.
Yeah,
The
man,
caramel bar. Thank you,
guys.
RC Life.
You know
Yucky
what
is
happened? I,
abound.
wa- I walk in and buy notice today, and me and Kate went in there and bought food. We didn't go to buy that. And me and Kate walked by. It's a spring roll. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a spring roll. I'm telling you guys will love it. You will love it. The Montblanc toge
Yeah,
is like
spring roll.
spring
Yeah,
roll.
spring roll.
And we walking by and I'm looking at the spring roll because it's only 68 pesos. I'm like, man, And with the sweet and sour sauce, that's like duck sauce. Oh man, delicious. Pot stickers we call them. Yeah, it's a pot sticker. Yep, it's a pot sticker.
Lisa Galende said she is like, when is he going to stop? Jay, hello. Yeah, I know. It's like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm feeling.
That's how I show my
It's
love.
okay if you did it without people, around. But if it's a lot, there's a people. It's like, I don't like other people. Look at this couple. The guy is holding their butt.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I do. Rock it with the sweet and sour is the bomb. Yeah, the sweet and sour is everything. I remember when I first got put on to duck sauce, right? Before that, I was soy sauce all day long, all day long. When I ate Chinese food, I got put on to duck sauce, right? And then I was eating that gross, and I was using soy sauce, and somebody was like, "No!" I remember I was like 10 years old, and my friend, my mother, it was my mother's friend, her daughter, was the same age as me, right? She said no. She said no. Tricycle all day. She said no.
Tricycle
Um,
or jeepney.
she
Thank
said
you for the super chat, big man.
she said you got it. She said you got to try it with the duck sauce. I put the duck sauce in my egg roll, guys. I ate the egg roll. I said, you know when you a kid, you eat something, your eyes little like the first time you eat ice cream. You ever seen a baby eat ice cream for the first time? Their eyes go. That's how I said. And then after that, we had lo mein, right? I started putting the duck sauce in my lo mein, and then I got to the Philippines, and I seen sweet and sour sauce. I tasted. I said, "This is duck sauce. It tastes just like duck sauce." And then Lumpiang Togepe came, and I loved it. Yeah, the new pill from Pfizer for 3 days will cost up to 3,000 USD against the COVID virus. That's crazy. 3,000.
RC Life said lumpiang Shanghai. Lumpiang Shanghai is it's meat inside. So it's
Yeah,
either you put beef or you put pork.
I tried Lumpiang.
So
Actually, it's just made it, right?
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
made
It's
it. It
it's
was nice.
good.
It's not as good as the Toge though. The Toge,
It actually they add carrots into it, carrots, and then the beef,
yeah,
and make put it inside. The carrots will be small pieces, like super little cut,
yeah.
so you can even see it no more.
You didn't make it with hot sauce. It's good with hot sauce too. But the thing though here, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say what else to say?
Lumpia has its own sauce, Jay.
I
I
know.
can
Also,
actually,
with they use the is that vinegar?
yeah, the vinegar. Yeah,
Vinegar.
they use
They usually
vinegar
put vinegar on it.
sometimes.
That's what I was gonna say. They put vinegar on it, but I don't eat it with that. I said no. Give me the sweet and sour sauce. Try Mayplay sauce with egg rolls. Yeah, I may try that. I know Mayplay sauce. I don't know what that is. Mayplay
Emil
sauce.
De also said Kay is hiding like a cat in the box. That's what she put there. Oliver Pineda said balut is banging. Yeah, a lot of people like balut too. It depends on your trip, especially
Yeah,
foreigners. They want to try, of course, the delicacy that
yeah,
they like. But we don't eat balut no more. I think
yeah.
in my whole life as a Filipino, as a human being, I only eat like 3 times. I tried it when I was college, like graduating in fourth year college. That was way back 18 when I was 18 years old. That's the first time I tried it. And then I try it I think in Thailand because there's balot in Cambodia because Filipino buying balut there and then they bring it in Thailand, and I think I tried when it's 3 times only.
Hmm.
What's
So
your email address? Robert
whose email
White.
address? Whose email address? Who's talking about?
Robert is asking what's your email address.
Oh, the Black Filipino at gmail.com. But and then so Kevin Dito said banana rolls. You talking about the banana rolls with the cheese? I love that. The banana. It's made like in the same wrap they do for Lumpiang Toge and for Lumpiang Shanghai, but they make with the bananas and the cheese. Oh, I love it. I love that one. I love it. Oh, just the fried banana and that too. And the wrap is delicious. It's not a Chinese dish. Lumpia toge is, I guess, more Filipino. It's similar, but the taste a little bit different because not exactly the same ingredients. Chinese they use most crab and tofu. Yeah, but the crab and the tofu makes it very similar. Try that, Dark Stallion. Pinoy all the way for me. Yeah, that's what makes it taste like. Because even many different cultures make that. They make the same thing, but and they use cabbage and carrots. That's a multicultural thing actually. That dish, lumpia toge. It's just different names. Like Chinese make it, but the Chinese culture is very embedded in the Philippine culture. Like a lot of dishes is the same, and then like a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the Chinese restaurants are here in the Philippines.
Say Pinoy all the way from Mike's Philippine Journey. Hello, Mike. Happy New Year 2022. Kevin Tidoria. Let me just you missed some comment on the top, baby.
What's up?
Uh, Chinese cooking use that two bean sprouts. Let me see.
What did I do?
I think Derek Stallion said lumpia rocks. They Boy del Norte. It looks like spring roll. Everyone brown pot stickers. What we call them? Pot stickers. Pot stickers. Nate
Well, I
Cali
bet
egg rolls all the way.
I read them. It's just I didn't read every single one. I just
Ah,
breezed through
okay.
most of them. But
Can you read
guys,
the members, baby? Because you
yeah,
already
after that, they're about to
guys.
wrap it up because it's
I
four
know
eleven
it's
in the
already
morning.
4 here.
Yeah,
It's like you're working today.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, because you J live so late. We finished the movie. That's why we
Yeah, I
finished
was
the
from
movie.
you guys. That's why I went live so late.
So guys, I'm gonna shout out all the members. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a TBF fam. See you in Discord. Whenever we have time, we put some pictures and we reply to the comments. Jay reply to the comments there. Mark A Jackson, thank you for being a super chat. I mean TBF members. Robert White, Gomer171, Traveling Mexican, Anthony Powell, Nate Cali, he's here too. Game Zone Turbo, C. Williams, Simple Rocco, Lee A. Robinson, Joseph Matthews, Harold Jackson, Chassis, Journey with Dabo Jack, retired 2019. I see him here too. Swollen Ruby, Link 1111, Edward Laudat, Dexter Perkins. Please say present if you are here, guys. So we will have
President,
attendance
this is
checking, right?
president.
I'm joking. Inco 3037, Godly Sagon, Travis Claw, Will Tata absent. Jack Hobson absent. Just kidding. Monroe Smith, Jack Hobson, Henry Mann, The Professor, J. Brown, Roberto Carrillo, KD Experience, that's me. The Wallace Live, Hybrid Pinoy, Pinay Forever, absent. Lamont Taylor, Mr. absent. Afrotop TV, Cliff and Rue, Isa Hernandez, Douglas DeSico, Exotic Filipina, Kalo, Charles Icana, Tony Anderson, present. Ken Leave, Life as a Human, Jojo, Morris Howard. I lost it again. My kulay. Like Morris Howard. Where is it? Kay Dallas is here too. John Thomas is here. Cecilia Salamat. Big 9717. Late. Do a tinikling. I'm joking. Thank you for the super chat, big man. Leo Williams, Craig McCoy, Clifton Palmer, Gonzo 660. The J Maverick Show. I saw him there too. Far from home as well. Thank you so much for being a TBF members. If you're not joined yet, just click the join button. And thank you for the next year again. Thank you for being a member last year and continuously. That's it.
Yes, and also, but that's here. I don't think I would ever try soup number 5. If it has pork in it, I wouldn't do it. I think it may have pork in it or something I would need. I definitely want to eat that.
What's
It's
soup number 5?
soup number 5 at the Chinese restaurant.
Mm. Hello, friends. Mark A. Jackson.
But yeah, me going to
Robert
sleep.
White. Let me type the email address for Robert, the block.
Right, it's there.
You type it in?
Yeah, typed it in. Yeah, yeah, guys. But with all that being said, thank you for sticking with me for another year. Thank you for joining the live stream. It's going on 3 hours. It's a little bit long, but I'm gonna end it here. Um, thank you, Kay, for putting up with my pervertedness. And but Yeah, guys, thank you very much. Your wife's very pretty and speaks well. Yeah, she does. I love her for it. But thanks a lot for that, Maui. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. See you again next week. I may do a live stream in the middle of the week, so I don't know yet. I may not have time for it, but who knows? But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. A new year. There's a lot more coming to the channel, so be sure to stay posted. I'm gonna post videos almost every day this year, so be sure. You never know when it's gonna see. Just take a look every day. Say, oh, let me see what Jay's doing. I'm gonna have something for you. Either it's gonna be me posting or something in the community. It'll be something there. Or if you're a member, you're gonna see me in the back office anyway in the Discord. So see you guys later. Have a good rest of your Sunday. It's 3:15 right now in the States. I know because my time is set to New York time. So have a good one, guys. Katie, last words.
Yeah, the professor has a lot of account, different faces, and different profile picture. The professor with the purple heart. Thank you guys for uploads, Maui. Thank you, Maui. Dante, I'll see you later, guys. Jay, please, guys, watch Jay's video. We have more videos coming, mostly like spend with family and also a lot of stuff. The Puerto Galera vlog is not yet up, so it's coming this week. So please watch the vlogs as well. I want to say thank you for all the super chatters. I cannot
We didn't
mention
put
you
the
all.
vlog up, did we? I
No, we
forgot.
didn't put it up yet because
wow.
we were so busy last week, guys. After we arrived in Calapan, after 2 days, we go to my town, my nephew's birthday, then New Year come, and then now we're here in our own place again. Anyway, thank you for the super chatters. I cannot mention you all, but thank you so much for the support for Jay's channel and also for the regulars. See you next week in the bar, the regulars. See you next and for the people like for our moderator who always help us moderate the live stream and for you guys here all the time, thank you so much and until next time, we love you all and happy new year. Stay healthy.
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out.